And welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show as we try to figure out what the F is going on. We are live from WBCN in Boston, Massachusetts. Hello. I didn't even know we were on the air. All of a sudden Ben goes, hey, you're on the air.
Hey, you're on. Try not to trip me up with those big feet of yours.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
All right. You guys know the deal. Blah, 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 blah. We got the phone numbers to call. I don't have them in front of me. Oh, no. These years I'd have them memorized.
I think if you have to read them every day, you won't learn them.
I'm really good at numbers, though. All right, here you go. In the New York area, 877-692-1027. Anywhere else, including Boston and anywhere else in the country outside of New York, 866-4WOW. No, that's not it. 866.
There's three more.
Oh, my God. It's 866. It looks like ass wow. 866-277-4WOW, right? Oh, my God. Don't worry, we'll get all the bugs figured out. It makes for fun radio when we're sloppy, right?
Cluster F.
All right, here we are. We are in Boston because our buddy, our pal, Jim Norton is performing tonight.
There he is.
On Lansdowne Street, right behind the Green Monster at Fenway.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we're all here, Jim, for you. We did it for you, okay? We did it for you.
I'm glad you guys are here.
Yeah, I saw you a little article in the paper about little Jimmy Norton.
Yeah, you know.
How about that?
Yeah, we got to read the whole thing in a little bit.
Yeah.
It's in the Boston Herald today.
Pretty exciting.
But I think we should back up and talk about our trips up to Massachusetts. I think everyone has a story.
Well, between Stinky sleeping with Mary, that's a big story. My never-ending quest for food.
Did they finally sleep together?
I don't know. All I know is there's something to do with an enema. Stay tuned.
Here's the Amazing Garrett right now. You want to start with the Amazing Garrett story?
Yes.
Or you want to talk about how...
Amazing Garrett.
He's awesome, Garrett.
Awesome Garrett.
Oh. But he doesn't like Awesome Garrett. So
no, I don't care.
Yours amazing. I was trying to change it up a little bit.
You think Jesus always wanted to be the Messiah? No. Sometimes he just wanted to be a regular guy.
He's an awesome Garrett.
He puts his hands up in the air every time.
Garrett, I tried, man.
In an awesome way.
That soundbite's awesome.
It certainly is. You're awesome, Garrett.
Thank you.
All right, so we get to Boston. We got to start with Garrett. Garrett got into his hotel room at what time?
12:30.
Yeah.
And what happened, Awesome Garrett?
You know, when they cut off everything here in Boston. 12.
We walk in, light up get a glass of water from the sink, go into the bathroom, look over at the tub. It's ankle deep of water, gray, murky water with clumps of
Crap. Clumps of crap floating in the bathtub.
Thank you, BCN. Thanks for taking care of the boys.
And we had come to the conclusion, I guess, that somebody had a little water sport fun. Some enema.
You sure you weren't in Jim Norton's room?
Yeah, really. Maybe the rooms got mixed up.
No, because then it would have been the bed, not the tub.
Oh, God. So you're trying to tell us that there was some kind of enema that happened in your bathtub before you got there.
And it looked like it was there for a little while, too. It was all gray.
Any tomato skins, celery, and peas?
Like there was so much water, it all saturated. Oh.
Why doesn't the skin of the tomato digest?
How does the maid...
What's in the skin? Why don't they make bombers out of it?
How does the maid miss that?
I don't like the beds were all made. Everything was nice except the bathroom. There was a lit match in there, struck match.
Oh, so probably...
Mud all over the floor.
That wasn't mud. Mud. If you had to light a match, that means it's really stunk coming out. Oh, God.
Oh, maybe that... Oh.
Damn.
So I know, like, you're the polite one out of this gang.
Hi.
So did you go downstairs all nice?
No,
I would have lost my ass. Huh?
I just called up the desk.
And what'd you say?
Hi, this is Stinky. Garrett. I'm up in room, I don't know what room it is, but somebody seems to have released their bowels in my bathtub. Could just said, all right, whenever you get a minute. It's okay, I can wait. I don't have to bathe anytime soon. I'm here with Mary. We're not doing anything.
Well, maybe they knew.
Can I get new batteries for the bullhorn? You've noticed it's crackling for about 2 weeks now.
Right.
I didn't say that.
Well, maybe they wanted to make you feel at home with the, they know they need a room for Stinky, and they would stink up the place.
There you go. It's not an awesome room, though.
So what did you say, though?
I just said that our tub was full of crap and no one cleaned the bathroom.
Your tub is lying? What a mess. Oh, that is disgusting.
And of course, the lady apologized and some guy came up with keys to another room.
The room right away. Yeah, none of that. We'll clean it out for you, because then you just can't get that image out of your head. You're standing in the shower. You don't know if a chunk is going to be waiting there. Wiggle between your toes. Get into bed. And you know how far crap can go. Little bits. It goes a long way. Smeared up your sheets. Ask Norton. Well, that's great. And, of course, Earl was supposed to come up for this trip.
Is Earl back in New York running the board for us today?
No, Earl, Opie, you don't seem to understand something. Earl has nothing to do with this program anymore. He has cut all ties. Did you get his email?
No.
There was an email sent down, a mass email about a meeting that we have on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
He sent an email back to Ben and everybody. I cannot attend. And it's Earl. He doesn't have anything to do where he's busy that he can't make the meeting. He has cut all ties to this program. And you've noticed it's really changed the show. Such an integral part of the show. Earl's one of those parts of a machine that, like, if it fell out and you look underneath. You ever have a car, an older car, and you pull out of your driveway and go, what the hell is that sitting there in a puddle of red fluid? And your car runs just like it did. None of the lights come on. And for years it'll run. And for years you're thinking, what was that part in my driveway that fell out of my car and served no purpose? That part was Earl.
And you wonder why you ever needed that part.
You wonder, why did they put it in the first place?
Exactly.
Why did that car need that part for so long when it could have been yanked out many years ago and the car would have driven perfectly fine?
Has he told anyone officially he doesn't want anything to do with our show? Or?
No, he won't talk to anybody enough to tell us that he is not with the show anymore. That's how crazy it is. So he was supposed to come up. And he said he will not be attending this road trip, which just busted everyone up.
Well, he was going to show us.
None of us have had a good time.
Then the next thing you know, he shows up in Stinky's tub.
Nice. So Earl and Awesome Garrett were, I guess, going to share a room. Earl decided he wasn't coming up. So now our own Mary is coming up. Now there's no separate rooms for the likes of Awesome Garrett. He's awesome, but he ain't worthy of a single room. So him and Mary shared a room.
With lots of poopy in the...
With poopy in the bathtub. Which seems a little odd. I gotta say, you two, you play around a lot. I think a lot of people have noticed your playful hijinks in the office and whatnot. You're, buddies of the pipe, I guess they'd say. You can't find one getting high without the other. Hi, Mom.
Hey.
So you would think then putting you in the situation where now you're together in a hotel room, regardless of the tub full of crap. I've done it in worse places. Oh, Cartman. It's just, it seems a little odd. Were there two beds?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Thank God.
Ooh, two beds. And both of them were used last night.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, Mary was about to say
Mary,
something.
yes, just speak freely. It's okay. You're amongst friends.
I was just going to make a really bad joke, like even though the two beds were used separately, it doesn't mean that we use them separately.
If I may make reference to I Love Lucy, you remember Ricky and Lucy slept in separate beds, yet somehow they managed to get a litlittle Ricky, right? See? So who knows what's going on? You push them together. One bed, you jump into the other one. You jump in the crap-filled tub if you're into that kind of thing.
One's for effing and one's for sleeping.
You're right. You get no sleeping in the wet spot.
That's right.
Garrett may have shot an awesome amount of stuff all over.
That was awesome. Actually, we have audio of Mary from last night. You sounded like you were a little wasted from this tape. Let me hear with that not assigned. It's a not assigned key. Thank you, Rick.
It's all good.
Maybe it was one. Maybe it was one. Let me try.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Just sign to bank one, Rick. Thank you. Thank you, Rick.
All right. And then I guess Thinner Steve and Ben had an interesting trip from New York to Boston as well.
Was that the pair of that one? Isn't it like the gumball rally when we all come up? We're all assigned to our different cars, you know?
Super friends.
It's like Cannonball Run.
It's like the Cannonball Run, isn't it? We all got our cars. We're trying to get there in time to eat.
I learned that Jim Norton likes Barry Manilow when he's not listening to Black Sabbath.
Really?
So who doesn't?
Please quickly tell me you're joking, because I don't want my image to change with Norton.
I put on the way up, we had music, so I brought Black Sabbath, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath.
Yeah.
And I brought that and Johnny Cash, and Ope had his stuff, so we played some Sabbath, and then Sandy wanted to hear some Barry Manilow. So what am I going to say? No, it's
you were excited. You were picking out tracks.
Dude, I did. I picked out 2
we
tracks.
We listened to the Copacabana.
Let me tell. Mandy?
No,
Copacabana.
Yeah.
And what else?
I don't know.
I wanted to hear 2 more.
His name was Norton. He was a pervert.
His name was Norton. He had a virus. He was losing lots of weight.
His name was Stinky. He was with Mary. And the tub was full of crap, so they called the front desk, and then they did it in the single bed.
And it was awesome.
We listened to Johnny Cash, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, Barry Manilow, Nirvana, Tool. What else did we end up playing?
Where'd you go, via L.A.? I listened to One Disturbed album the whole way up. The hell are you guys went through L.A.?
We were cranking.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Nirvana CD. I'm not a big Nirvana fan, but I really, the Unplugged one I actually liked a lot.
Yeah, well, it's great stuff.
There's a little anniversary today of, you know, it was today that Kirk did his thing.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Anyway, and so then we're getting calls from Ben and Steve, because they're ahead of us, giving us traffic reports. They
call each other.
This is hysterical. It's like the Cannonball Run, I'm telling you. And they're giggling like schoolgirls, but Steve's phone was effed up, so I don't know what the hell was going on. I learned today that they stopped at some redneck restaurant.
Yeah.
With a Confederate flag and everything.
Wait, where was it? Connecticut?
Well, Ben says every time he drives from New York to Boston, he sees this restaurant on the side of the road that seems interesting and seems cool, so they finally decided to stop and check it out, right?
Well, it seems interesting because all you got is, McDonald's and that crap along the way. So last time we went flying by and we're like, damn, that's such a great restaurant. So we pull up, the parking lot's packed. So Steve and I are walking up and we just knew something was a little wrong. We walk in, first thing you see is a Confederate flag, people doing square dancing.
Oh, they do the line dance?
Oh, yeah.
Before that, you realize when approaching this place that the windows are blacked out. So you can't see in.
Usually only strip clubs get the privilege of the blacked out windows.
Well, that's what we thought. But we walk in, and it is redneck line dancing central. Guys in cowboy hats and big, thick sideburns. Real, big four-headed women kind of thing.
What you doing here, boy?
Yeah.
What me? We're in Connecticut, Tex. What the hell are you doing here?
The best part was last time we were with Earl. So can you imagine if we stopped with Earl in there? It would have been hilarious.
Hello. Hi, I'm Earl.
We're in there. We're going in the bathroom. And it's cowboys and cowgirls. The guy gets out of the...
Clever.
You hear the toilet flush. The guy gets out with his big cowboy hat on. It's like, holy cow. And there's like a dead... What was there? Stuffed wolf next to our table.
Weren't you in like Hartford?
I don't know.
It was off 84, right outside of Hartford, and there were stuffed taxidermy wolves everywhere, wearing bandanas, real cheesy decor.
Wow. Well, the people there must like it.
Oh, yeah.
That's that whole head. Cowgirls and cowboys. Don't you hate that Mexican restaurants like Senor, Senorita? Look at that, it's tricky.
And then Norton's calling Ben to ask him how big his you-know-what is.
Yeah, I had to know how big Ben's package is.
What made you want to know that?
First of all, I like Ben a lot. He's a good friend, so I should know.
Well,
and Opie commented on it that Ben had a big lump. And I'm like, well, let me call my pal and ask him what he
Norton
measures.
and I have noticed that Ben seems to have one of those...
You noticed. I didn't notice.
One of those retard junks.
Wait, let's ask him this. How did it get Norton and I noticed? Ope noticed and I went, really?
I noticed.
No, you got very excited. Because, you're driving for 4 hours, you get bored, you start talking about stuff. And I noticed
it tastes like a hard, crisp apple.
So we're thinking he's packing we're thinking he's packing like a retard. So Jim decided that he has to call Ben to find out.
Yeah, but also, first of all, anytime you get a call from these two or on the road, you know it's just they're setting you up for something. So I'm just like, all right, how fast are they going to hang up on me? And then asked me, and I was just like, what? And then, of course, they did hang up, after I didn't answer.
But Jim is using adjectives that I almost drove off the road. I know people say that about our show, but
isn't that weird? Like you're on the show, and you're with Norton from the show, and you almost drove off the road.
Because he's using words like, how delicious is it, and how luscious, and
how big and juicy it was.
It's funny, with the in the same line of almost driving off the road, I hear Jim here almost spit out your seat all over the windshield. It was so funny. It was so funny.
That's how you know it's a lie, because I'm a trooper. He's
hold your nose and
hey, thanks for the new car.
Despicable.
So they did the redneck restaurant on the way up.
Well, the other thing we're wondering about, did you guys have people high beaming you like crazy and chasing you for a while? We had this problem for some reason.
That's that gang thing, that urban legend.
Well, no, we got
high beams back, you're done.
We were still in New York. We were in Westchester, and someone got behind us and had the high beams on. So I pulled up, and then I got behind her, and I put on the high beams. And then we had two cars, and then it happened again right when we got into Massachusetts again.
Very
the high beams following us, like going 80 miles an hour.
Let me tell you something about when I drive up here. I cannot be bothered with phone calls. And believe me, no one's high beaming me because light travels only so fast, and I'm going faster. Like if I'm in the left lane, I'm driving, my eyes, I can't even look at a cell phone, the radio, nothing. I am scanning for cops, and I'm looking for my next move. If I got to sweep all the way to the right lane, I'm on the shoulder. I got to hit the median. There are things I got to concentrate on while I'm doing 90.
You're like the Terminator.
I am. I'm on a mission. I got to get from point A to point B, and I want to do it as quickly as possible. I've busted bladders doing this very strategy. I don't stop. I don't like to stop.
Why?
I forge on. Because I got to get here before midnight, before the restaurants all close. I am so pissed. I am so... You should have seen me last night. I've calmed down a bit. It seems that the hotel they put us in with the crappy bathtubs that Awesome Garrett enjoys so much.
Well, one crappy bathtub.
They don't have a late night menu. This doesn't sound like a big deal. I understand. But when you're staying at a hotel and you got to leave New York at a certain time and you're not going to get to Boston before the restaurants close, I'd like a little late night menu at the hotel. Jimmy agrees with me on this.
You bet I do.
You like the late night dining? You get that special menu with the grilled cheese or the little burger or something.
Little grilled chicken, maybe, perhaps.
Little chicken fingers with some honey dipping sauce. Stuff like that. Nothing. They had nothing. All the restaurants closed, nothing. So the guy at the desk recommends a sandwich place that's down the road, and they deliver. Oh, perfect. Perfect. This is perfect. Call them up. Order a cheesesteak sandwich, Opie, some fries, and some chicken noodle soup. I'm ready. I'm ready to go to the Spanktravision. Got the food, everything set. I got beers in the mini bar thing. I'm gold. I'm having a great time. Time is ticking by. Tick, 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 tick. Half an hour goes by. 45 minutes. And you know how patient a man I am, right? An hour. Now, we're calling this place like every 5 minutes after the hour mark hit. Oh, the guy's he's in the hotel right now. He's coming up. All right. 5 more minutes, you're going to get another call. All right. No, it's there. 5 minutes go by. Hello, not here yet. I don't understand it. The guy's right there. He's at the hotel. 5 more minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes goes by. Call back. Another guy on the phone starts yelling at my girlfriend. Why do you call every 5 minutes?
Because I want my food.
Well, perhaps 2 hours to wait for a god-effing sandwich is a little too long. So, but if you're somebody that comes into town and it's late and you want cold, disgusting food, because maybe you're into this, you want cold food delivered in 2 hours. You don't want it too soon because maybe you're not hungry yet. So you want to wait 2 hours for cold food and obnoxious service.
How were the fries, Aunt?
They were cubed starch pellets that were very cold. But if you're into that, go to the Boston Food Club on Mass Ave, 850 Mass Ave. Boston Food Club. If you want to call them, it's 617-442-1111.
You memorized it.
Call them up. Let them know if you're into, a 2-hour wait and cold food and obnoxious service.
There you go.
I think even people, we're on in 18 cities. Why don't you call them? 617-442-1111. Let us know what they say.
442-1111.
It made it easy to call every 5 minutes. I didn't have to look at the sheet. It's easy. All the ones. 442-1111. Why you call every 5 minutes? Well, it's been 2 hours.
You kept asking you to cancel your order if you wanted to cancel. How rude.
You want to cancel? Well, do you cancel order? No, you know something? I'd rather just get it and throw it in your delivery guy's face when he gets here. And I did throw it away. It got there. It was this cold mess of just nothingness, and I threw it away. So have fun with that today, guys. There's your little, if you're into the cold food and long wait.
There you go.
Boston Food Club.
We got lots to do. Jim Norton, obviously, playing tonight here in Boston. He made the paper, the Boston Herald. We're going to read the article next. There's some cute little quotes from Jimmy. Also, Brian,
in his inimitable style.
Also, Brian Regan stopping by, one of our faves. He happens to be in Boston this weekend, so he's going to stop by to say hi. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Is it true Fozzie's calling us today?
Yep. No, I'm not even going with this today. I'm not going with this.
Juice McQueen is calling us?
Yep.
All right. Also, Kreskin, Anthony.
It's not Mule Juice McQuaid.
It's Jericho.
It's Chris Jericho, and I'm not going with his Fozzie band alter ego. I'm not really him. I am not addressing him as friggin' Mule Juice McQueen.
Moon Juice.
And I am not talking to him like he's a member of this band Fozzie.
All right. Also, we got to talk about the Black Man game.
Yes, where is that? Do we have that?
Yeah, we have that game.
Rick says this is a game developed by a black man to let people know what it's like to be a black man.
And,
he doesn't have like a pillow?
God damn it.
And the listeners are starting to hang out outside the studio.
Oh, yes, they are. Oh, Jesus.
Do we have, security here? What? Do we have Lance today? We don't have Lance?
No Lance. You know what I've noticed? No Lance. Do we have a foosball table today?
No.
No Lance, no foosball table. The honeymoon's effing over here at BCN. Over.
We figured out we weren't one of the two cities. We were like, F them. What are we sucking their seats for anymore? We're not canceling the show. F them.
All right, they're on to us.
Let Seattle get you a foosball table. Let Philly get you a foosball table.
It was all nice, At least a paddle with the ball and the elastic on it that we could play with. Something.
We have 2 of our hardcore listeners outside so far. The last time I checked, there might be more. One, the guy's got to be 60 and homeless, and he's a huge listener of the show, and then the other guy's like a drug dealer.
What he lacks in a home, he does not make up in teeth either.
And he's got, because we're asking you guys to bring...
Where's he listening to the show?
Huh?
What, in a box with a Walkman?
You'd be surprised.
He's got a big boom box and a bag of batteries. He's set. So we're asking you guys to bring the wildest and strangest, craziest, most unusual thing down here to WBCN, and the winner today is going to win a trip to L.A. featuring Aerosmith, that icon thing. And plus we got other stuff to give away, but the trip to L.A. is the grand prize.
Oh, yeah.
This guy has a tiny little Bledsoe doll.
Yeah, that was his strange thing.
And he keeps whacking off the doll for some reason. I don't know.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
I thought the strange thing he brought was his own head. Because that was probably the strangest thing.
Bledsoe doll in Boston. That doesn't get any weirder than that. Stupid bum.
So I think you could beat that, guys and girls. So come on down with your stuff. Where are we? 1265 Ball.
Items, right? Opie.
Items.
Stuff that might be something different.
I said we invite the guy into the studio, though. He's that strange. See what he's all about,
we should talk to him.
We'll do that next.
Lance is coming.
Oh, Lance is coming.
Oh, good.
And also, are we doing the Yasser thing?
Yeah, any ladies that want to come down.
We need one lady to do this, at least.
Yeah, at least one lady. Yasser Arafat in the news, of course, the head of the PLO. And he's got that facial hair that looks exactly like pubes. Looks like they just clipped a bunch of pubes and threw them on his face.
Old lady pubes.
Yeah. So we want to see a woman's patch. Come in, show us your patch, and dress it up so it looks as much like Yasser Arafat as you can. You know, and Yasser's got those big lips. You ever see him?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And the pubes around there. So I'm thinking, even if you do it sideways, imagine a girl coming in here doing it sideways, putting a little rag on one thigh so that the other... Oh, I just can't wait. I want to see Yasser Arafat.
And better if you haven't washed it in 4 or 5 weeks.
Right, much like Yasser.
Couple pimples, matted and smelling like an open grave.
So that's going on today. Knowing Boston, we'll get at least 1 or 2 ladies helping us out with that. So we got lots to do. So why don't we take a break and we'll continue with the article about Jim Norton in the Boston Herald.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
It's like listening to Corky and Karen Quinlan.
Opie and Anthony.
I'd rather hear my penis in a vice than listen to those two.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie. Anthony.
102.7 WNEW.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show, broadcasting live from Boston today. We're all here because of little Jimmy Norton.
Little Jimmy.
Don't forget the apostrophe.
LOL. Sold out show here in Boston tonight. Like, I don't know, 900 people are going to see you tonight, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Wow. We're all pretty excited about that. And right now we got about 25 to 30 listeners outside the studio so far. More people on their way. We're looking for the wildest, strangest, most unusual thing you could bring down to the studio today. And the winner's going to win a trip to check out MTV Icon with Aerosmith in L.A.
Nice.
You and a guest to L.A.
Just something that's going to make us look and go, oh, my God, that is something a little weird.
So I think we're going to sacrifice Steve from FoundryMusic.com today. He's out on the sidewalk. Let's say hi.
Thank God Steve is such a people person.
Yes.
Steve loves the public. He loves people.
I need to wash after this. Hi, fellas.
Hey, Steve, what's going on out there?
I'm standing amidst about 40 to 50 of Boston's finest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the crowd has grown.
Nice. Oh, my goodness. Yes. And Steve loves each and every one of them equally.
At all of the sloped foreheads. Lovely bunch of people. Actually, what?
Fucking roll!
Yeah. They're doing their Ozzy impression.
Yes, they are. We actually have
radio sucks. Wait, Steve, we got to acknowledge that.
That is good.
Thank you. Fake radio does suck.
Hey, shut up. Fake radio rocks.
Rocco likes man junk.
some Rocco fans.
Rocco likes man junk.
I'd go down and kick their asses if I had any balls. But instead, I didn't have this ziti to eat. Right. I'll just sit in my studio and take it.
Be degraded or have some ziti. Yeah, I'm going for the ziti.
So, Steve, has anyone brought down anything yet?
Yeah. We have a bunch of people that have shown up with a lot of interesting stuff. This young man standing in front of me. What's your name?
Jack Cutler.
Jack, where are you from?
I'm from Newton.
Newton. Boys, I'm from Newton, too.
That's my neighbor boy.
Is it my son?
He's spying for me.
Jack has in his hands 2 frames containing 2 dead stuffed animals. What do you have here, Jack?
I have a bat and a scorpion.
A bat.
A bat and a scorpion.
A stuffed, dried up bat.
All right, we got to start somewhere. That's nice.
You got to, draw the line somewhere to start.
Kind of cute.
Somewhere.
Kind of cute.
You know. Let's see.
Where to get those Spooky World? A local reference.
Where do you get stuff like this, Jack?
I got it in Thailand and smuggled it over.
Thailand?
You smuggling it over, Ant.
You smuggled it over from Thailand. Very nice.
Did you bring any young boys back with you?
Bring any young boys back with you? No.
All right, what else we got, Steve?
All right, we have a gentleman with a bucket labeled hazardous material, biohazardous material. Sir, what is this in this little white bucket that looks like it could be KFC material? What is it?
It's my spleen.
It's his spleen.
The spleen guy made it.
Spleen guy.
Yes. And
they've been talking about the spleen guy locally here in Boston all morning long. He made it.
Yes, spleen guy made it. It's wrapped up in several plastic bags, so I'm assuming whatever's in here should not be opened up for public consumption. Is there? What's up?
What I want to know, is it in some type of preservative?
What's the spleen in right now?
It's in just a jug. Like it's almost like a
like a butter container. That's what it looks like.
But is it filled up with formaldehyde or something?
I mean, is it filled up with fluid or formaldehyde? What is in this that's preventing us all from smelling this piece of your body, which is now in a piece of plastic in your hand?
Yeah, it's in formaldehyde.
Wait, there's no way a hospital would let you walk out with your own body part.
I think you can.
Your spleen.
I don't know. I mean, seems like something you could do. It's yours.
Did he ask for the spleen?
How did you come into possession of this spleen?
Well, I was in a snowboard accident, and I ended up going to the hospital, and they told me they had to take it out, and the only way I was going to have them take it out if I was able to get my spleen back, and they told me no. I told them they weren't going to do the operation unless I could take it home, and they agreed.
You wouldn't let them do the operation unless you could take your spleen with you.
Isn't that something?
You know what? I have to say it. I miss Boston. We don't get stories like this in New York.
No, you really don't get a guy that demands he'd rather die than leave without his spleen in his possession.
Right. All right, we're going to invite Spleen Guy in, Steve.
Who do you think he is, Ron Kovacs?
What else is out there?
This guy I want to talk to. There's a gentleman here that's been here roughly since Ben and I showed up this morning. Sir, how old are you?
Blasted.
Me, 51.
51 years old.
Don't look a day over 65.
Wow, that's a hard 51.
Wearing sweatpants and a tan overcoat, holding onto a boombox, shaking like a leaf, and he has a little plastic figure in his hand.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Is that the guy that looks like the bum that got beat up in the beginning of Clockwork Orange?
Oh, my God. You want to meet him? You can see for yourself.
I looked out the window. That's what he looks like. He's getting kicked singing Sweet Molly Malone.
That's exactly.
Jackass.
Sir, what's your name?
My name is Ricky St. James from Quincy.
Ricky from Quincy.
All right. Ricky St. James from Quincy.
Is he a fan of the show there, Steve?
Are you a fan of the O&A show?
Yes, I am.
I really think we should ask to verify this. Can you name one bit that these guys have done?
Oh, good, Steve.
Yeah, I remember the guy had a scrotum they had on, the doctor they had with the scrotum, and to increase your penis size.
What?
All right.
Let's go for one more. Can you tell me one more thing these guys would have done?
But he's talking about the doctor we had.
Right.
That makes your junk
bigger.
Okay, that's right.
All right, very good. He listens to the show.
All right.
And what did he bring down today?
What'd you bring down?
I brought down a Drew Bledsoe doll. Really vegetarian needs a backup, you know?
Teeth are so necessary.
He has a little... Yeah, well, thank you.
Could you ask Stupid what dumpster he found that in? This is Boston. A Drew Bledsoe doll is not weird. You want to bring something weird? How about a World Series ring?
Oh, Tim! Wow! I hope Avalon remembers that one tonight, you.
Oh, that is funny. Well, during the Yankees suck chant tonight, I'm sure that'll spark up.
Right.
Is this the weirdest thing you could find was a Drew Bledsoe doll?
No, it's a limited edition. It's the weirdest thing I could find. I couldn't bring it down here.
What were you going to bring down here?
I was going to bring a horn from up north from a deer that I shot.
A horn from up north, a deer that he shot.
Did he say up north?
Did you just say up north?
I think it's his dear wife.
Up in New Hampshire.
Hey, Steve, see if he can bring keys to an apartment and an education. That would be nice.
I don't think he has either.
Steve, what does the guy do for a living when he's not listening to the O&A show?
Sir, what do you do for a living when you're not listening to the radio?
Well, I'm not listening to the radio. I actually used to be a psychic.
He used to be a psychic. Can you still do it?
Yeah, does he have powers still?
Do you still have your psychic powers, sir?
I sure do.
Oh, Opie. This is great.
We're going to have to test this out, I think.
Can he give Opie and Anthony a reading?
Can you give Opie and Anthony a reading?
Call me now for your free reading. Yeah, I see Opie's going to get drunk after this show.
Well, no. He only said Anthony.
Yeah, he would have been onto something.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
A little bit more specific. Opie's going to turn around and go around the town. He's going to turn around and get drunk, stay here for the weekend, and miss his morning show and have to come back to BC on Monday.
Well, look at that.
We're doing mornings now. All right.
Is this like Alan Sniffin's predictions?
Right. I think this is Alan Sniffin.
It could very well be.
It's this patient that was waiting in the chair while Alan was posting on the message board.
After the beating we gave him yesterday, he indulged in some laughing gas all night long.
Is that the guy who's the failed radio host?
Yeah. We don't want to get into it again.
Sure.
It was very long yesterday. Hey, and we need a reading for Anthony there from the drunk psychic.
Yes, please.
What can you see
the drunk homeless psychic
for Anthony, Ricky?
I see Anthony getting inside of him, that barrel with the girls from the tub, but I can see him enjoying himself and really having a real orgy after the show.
Well, all right. I'll give him that. It's,
and how about,
sounds reasonable.
And how about Jimmy Norton?
What do you see for Jim Norton?
Very little for Jim.
Somebody yells AIDS in the background.
Who said AIDS? All right. You nailed it. He's got the
I see a virus that's impossible to cure.
I see a belt getting tighter and tighter and more holes being poked in as he loses weight.
What does he see for Jim Norton?
Do you see anything else for Jim Norton?
Yeah, I see Jim going on, and I see him with a sore buttocks right after the show.
A sore buttocks.
Sore buttocks right after the show.
All right. Right? Why not?
All right.
What'd you say?
Norton's going to be a priest someday.
Norton's going to be a priest someday.
Steve, anybody else with crazy stuff out
I
there?
heard there was a guy with a cat something out here. Oh, whoa. Hey, look at that. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. This gentleman, sir, what's your name?
Peter,
where are you from?
Weymouth.
Peter from Weymouth has, I had heard that it was an actual fetus, and whoa, okay, hold on, we're going to take this in doses. This is really strange. He pulled out what looks like just a big piece of fur, but it is actually the hide of a fetus. What is it?
It's the hide of an unborn baby calf.
Unborn calf fetus hide. I bet that's soft, right?
I bet you they grip you just like a woman.
It is. And then, in his other hand, he has a water bottle, but it is furry, and it has 2 bumps in it, so...
Bull scrotum.
Okay, it's a water bottle made out of a bull scrotum.
Oh, my God, stop it.
No, I'm looking at... Oh, whoa, sorry, it's a peanut bag. I'm sorry, it's not a water bottle. There's peanuts on the inside.
Who's going to eat them?
Who eats these?
My father.
Your
father.
Your father. Yeah, of course.
Well, it's not.
A peanut bag made out of a bull scrotum and a piece of calf fur.
I could see him hanging out in Weymouth with his pop. Look, I'm eating nuts out of the nutsack. Come here, son.
I'll tell you what happened was he got caught giving a Hummer to like a bull or something. And he had to make up an excuse. Like, no, there's peanuts in there.
Steve, anything else out there so far?
I think that's about it. Would you guys like to meet some of these gentlemen?
Yeah, let's bring in some of them, and we'll talk to them here in the studio.
Okay. All right.
I think it's wide open for the trip to L.A. still.
I think so.
If that guy really has his own spleen, I would have to ask everyone else in the room here, but I think he would be in the lead for the trip to L.A.
Could be. I have to see it. I have to see the fetus hide.
But we have 3 hours to go, so we're looking for the wildest and strangest thing, most unusual thing you can bring down to WBCN, 1265 Boylston Street, and the winner will get the trip to see Aerosmith in L.A.
Yeah.
One notable person out here I forgot to mention is a gentleman with WOW stickers all over his face.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right. So are you worried about your eyebrows?
Yes.
They're very simple. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that was about it.
All right. Are you guys taking pictures for the website and all that?
Yes. There are pictures, video being taken, and we'll bring in a couple guys for you very shortly.
All right. Very good.
Okay.
Thank you, Steve. Doing a good job out there. We have time to read the article that was in the paper today?
Oh, I hope so.
Want to do it right now, or you want to take a break?
I love the quotes. It's about Jimmy Norton.
All right. Norton obviously playing tonight. That's why we're all here supporting you, Jim.
Thank you.
And the Boston Herald wrote a little article about you. Did a little interview, did you?
Yeah, a little phoner.
Dean Johnson wrote this, huh?
We remember Dean Johnson.
Wow.
Dean Johnson, the man that wants to be loved by everyone.
I got to be honest, he did a very accurate job with this. He did a great job. He did not misquote me once. Every retard thing I actually said.
He's all right, I guess. Brian Regan's here?
Yep.
Oh, good. We'll talk to him in a few minutes here. Anyway, really fast. So in the Boston Herald, I'll read along. Headline reads, Radio Revives Comics Career.
Now, revives?
Yeah. I never had one to begin with.
Yeah, what is that? Don't you have to have something first? Now, you've been a stand-up comedian for a number of years.
12 years.
But as far as being nationally recognized and known, you've been on Comedy Central. You've done some...
Say it. I'm a nobody. It was always been a build. No, I never I had it and I lost it. No.
Right.
Not at all.
But to revive, it makes it sound like you were a has-been.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I never was.
It's ridiculous.
It's not like we hired Emo Phillips.
Right. Now that would be reviving a career. Emo.
He was the greatest piece of ass I've ever had.
Had him all over the world.
All right, here we go. The last time comedian Jim Norton performed in the Boston area, he was on a bill at Andover's Comedy Palace with headliner Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
Ask a handful of established Boston comics if they know anything about Jim Norton, and they'll just shrug their shoulders.
I remember, got the HIV from him. That's what they'll say.
You don't hang with the local comedians from up here?
No, I don't work Boston that much. I mean, there's really good comics up here. I'm just not up here. I'm in New York.
All right. It says, so why is Norton performing at Avalon tonight in a long sold-out gig? Why is the show part of a mini tour that includes a 1,500-seat venue in New York City? Oh, my God. You're getting plugs for April 18th at Town Hall here in Boston. And a 5-show stand in Philly for nearly 2,500 people? The answer in 3 words, Opie and Anthony.
Oh, I thought it was you are gay.
Norton is the comic sidekick to the one-time Boston shock talk duo that now have a nationally syndicated show. Norton is the show's self-professed sniper.
Oh. I didn't say it like that. He said to me, what's your role? Well, just read the rest of the thing. You see what I'm saying.
Willing to say almost anything about almost anyone.
And then look at the examples he gives.
Christopher Reeve, Princess Diana. When was the last time you did a Princess Diana joke?
Plenty in my act.
All right, John F. Kennedy Jr. Norton has made bad jokes about all of them.
But they're good jokes.
Yeah, but the me means tasteless, because like I'm a sniper, and then he picks a cripple and 3 dead people. Real tough guy I am.
Real tough.
I really choose my targets, don't I? You notice how Mike Tyson and 3 wrestlers aren't listed? Little faggot I am.
Who's in your scope today, Jim?
Well, the old guy with no teeth.
Right.
The hard target.
And I didn't say I'm a sniper. I said it's more like that. It's not like there's just, the 3 of us. It's just, I kind of sit back and make little remarks. Is what I was saying.
Right. All right. It continues. I'm a pig, man. I'm awful, he admitted. But it's the way my mind has always worked. For me, the challenge is to make something funny out of something that isn't funny to most people. I hate the term shock value in comedy.
This is my favorite quote of the article.
Should be beaten.
Jim says, people will either laugh or they won't laugh.
Wow, that is so deep.
What a dummy I am.
Oh, my God.
A tub's either full of feces or it's not.
Then he adds something to clear it up, Opie.
Yeah, something's either funny or it's not funny. Just in case they didn't really get your quote.
The light's either on or off, isn't it? Really, when you think about it.
I'm either a tool or I'm not a tool.
Right.
And I am one. What a
Isn't it really the fact that they'll laugh or not laugh? That's about it.
I cleared up nothing with that statement.
And why did he use it? I'm sure you talked to him for about an hour.
No, you're either breathing in or out. Seems to me. The very observant Jim Norton.
You either have the HIV or you don't.
Exactly.
You're either dropping T-cells by the day or you're not.
Norton hooked up with Opie and Anthony nearly 2 years ago after he first did their show with Dice Clay.
Yeah.
And he knows the regular radio gig has jump-started his career. But the New Jersey native has been doing stand-up comedy for more than a dozen years. He has performed at both the Aspen Comedy Fest, look at you, Norton, and Montreal's annual Just for Laughs event. I always wanted to do stand-up since I saw Richard Pryor on HBO back in 1980 when he was ill. Oh, when I was 11.
When I was, it looks like when he was ill, when I was ill,
right.
Or when I was 11. God only knows how tender and tight you are at 11.
I've always wanted to be a good comic more than anything else. He didn't start out as one. The first time I tried stand-up was in a bar, and I bombed, he said.
True?
I bombed badly.
Horrible.
What was that about?
What happened there?
The Varsity Pub in New Jersey I went on, and the weirdest part was hearing your voice projected over a microphone. Like, there's weird things whenever you start comedy. And I bombed so horribly.
Did you?
Yeah, and this guy, Pat Gaynor, who I still owe my career to, because he called me that night and said, you took second place in the competition. Because I didn't. They gave out the first thing. He said, no, we had another, there was like a contest, and I was awful. And he's like, but no, there was another section of the contest, and we gave you second place. He was such a nice guy.
Oh, boy.
It's like my dad giving me the running trophy when I was a lad, just because I finished the 1 mile.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first joke you told?
It was something about, I went right into the audience, and I'm like, what the F is with this guy? And it was something about science discovered a new black hole, and then they just discovered it was Oprah Winfrey laying spread eagle. It was some awful,
that is the worst,
filthy, racist joke. Yeah.
There's no...
Look, that was, 1990. I didn't
you got to start somewhere.
This week.
All right. Okay. He didn't start out as one of the first. All right, he bombed badly. I'm dirty now. It's filthy then, and it got to the point where I used to hope my shows would get canceled so I wouldn't have to go on
Really?
stage.
I used to root for it whenever, like when I first met Awful Voss, it was me, him, and this comedian named Vinny Brand, and we were doing a gig in North Brunswick, and the gig got canceled, and I was only getting $50. And so the guy he said, look, I'll give you guys each $50. I'm like, oh, okay, because I didn't have to go on stage.
So it'd be great if you could get paid and just not have to do it.
And scumbag Voss is like telling the guy, hey, look, pal, this is my job. This is not a hobby. I'm going to need more than 50. And I'm like, well, come on, let's just take it. He's like, oh, well, shut up. You're only supposed to get 50. You're lucky we give you anything.
Oh, my God.
Oh, what a ponytailed scumbag in an Orioles shirt he was.
I owe my daughter money, and I'm dodging her. I need more than this. Don't make me sell dryer doors.
These days, Norton will try to cram as many as 8 gigs into a single night if he's making the rounds of New York City's comedy clubs. That is the truth.
I've done it, but...
the less time he has to spend thinking of his miserable self.
Believe me, when I'm on stage, I'm not pinching my breast thinking of a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
He's not much of a writer, so it depends on the constant performing
that really
come up with new material. That says it all. You are perfect for our show right there.
Don't know much about writing or just spelling or nothing.
But that makes me sound like, I just show up and make the folks laugh.
Right.
No, I said that. I normally don't write things down because I'm on stage so much that I'm able to try new jokes.
Oh, see, that's totally different than what he wrote.
Nah, he did. I actually probably said I'm not much. I don't write. I'm more like I'll think of a joke and then try it 4 times on a night.
I don't put much into that reading and writing stuff.
Yeah, he's not much of a writer.
His Avalon show will include about an hour of stage time tonight. And then you talk about us a little bit there, Jimmy. I genuinely like those dudes.
Do you genuinely like us dudes?
Yeah, dudes, I really do. I should have had a surfboard in my hand and a mule on my face when I said that. Faggot California boy with good abs. I genuinely like those dudes. They're deep.
Whoa. I would prefer the word really.
Yeah.
I really like those dudes.
Genuinely.
Genuinely means you don't...
genuinely means I like you. What I was saying is, because I did elaborate, I was saying off the air. I genuinely like... It's not like I just on the air like, wah, wah, wah. It's like off the air, I like just people. Genuinely is nicer than really. No, I really
genuinely like those dudes.
I genuinely like those guys. It's not like I like them.
It almost makes it sound like you come off sounding like you don't like us, but you really do.
You're not really committing right there.
No, I am. I'm actually committing more than you give me credit
I think he's committing off the air, but it's making it sound like on the air he comes off like he doesn't like us that much, but he genuinely likes us, regardless of how much he seems to not like us on the air. And that.
So you don't like us on the air?
I will explain. To say that...
Always a bad move.
It's because... No. It's obvious that we get along on the air. That's stating the obvious. Much like they'll laugh or they won't laugh. They're funny. And I'm really good at stating the obvious. I bring nothing new to the table, but if there's something obvious to be stated...
It's genuinely like or genuinely dislike.
Yeah, I genuinely
pretty much
like
it with anybody on this planet.
And then you continue by saying, and they already have a great show without me. God, you're so bad to yourself. I know that. I'm not like a third partner or anything. I just fire some lines in here and there. I also know when to step back, let them roll, and be a spectator. I'm the same person on stage that I am on the radio, he said. I just curse more on stage, and it's nice to know there are 850 people in Boston willing to throw their money down the toilet to see me.
Down the toilet.
You finished strong, my friend.
You sure know how to promote yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just throwing it away. Just burn it.
Right.
Very good. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, he did a good job with the thing. He didn't misquote me. I talked to him for like 45 minutes, and you say things like,
What time's your show tonight?
I think it's 8.
You're going at 8?
Yeah, if stupid Keith Robinson gets here, that ass driving up now.
Is he?
Yeah.
There shouldn't be any traffic on a Friday afternoon.
This is what a dirty sex addict I have working with me. He hosts 3 shows in New York last night, then runs back to Philadelphia to download porn and gets up at 7 in the morning to drive here
from Philly.
Just a disgusting man. Yeah.
Wow, that's rough.
He really is a dirtbag. He was downloading porn until 4 in the morning. That's why he's not here.
Classic. I just wanted to know if I could go see Norton and then zip over to see Regan.
Well, yeah.
You might be able to do that.
Yeah. Speaking of Regan, he's here. Brian Regan.
Yeah.
We'll talk to him next. He's playing the Comedy Connection tonight.
Okay.
2 shows tonight.
Okay.
And at least 1 tomorrow night. I think that it's even more than 1 tomorrow night.
You too.
Call the Comedy Connection for details. We'll take a break. We'll get the guy in with the spleen and all that crap. Once again, real fast, we got a trip to L.A. to see MTV Icon with Aerosmith. Looking for the wildest, the strangest, the most unusual, the craziest. It could be a person even. We don't care. It's wide open. The wildest thing that shows up to the station here, 1265 Boylston Street in Boston. We're giving you that trip to L.A. And we got a guy with his own spleen in a bag that's going to come into the studio next.
Spleen.
Stay there.
Opie and Anthony.
What do you think this show is?
It's a mix between curious bemusement and outright horror.
It's absolutely disgusting.
It's awful. Filth and trash.
It's really bad, but it's really good.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Truly tasteless and not funny.
The Opie and Anthony Show, 102.7 WNEW.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show live from Boston. We're in the fine studios at WBCN. I think this is the 4th or 5th visit since we started syndicating our radio show, Anthony, and we still haven't found the secret room.
No, where's the secret room? Where all those deals are made, and the stolen CDs are stashed, and of course the cocaine on the turntables. My favorite.
I have noticed though, Oedipus does have a panic room.
Oh, really? Is there a panic room?
He has a panic room in his office.
You can get in there and the door shuts and it's all video surveillance. Very safe.
Safe, yes.
He's got the panic room?
He's got a panic room.
A guy like that's got to have that.
I'm starting to think that might be the secret room.
Really?
Yeah.
I was a little surprised when I did realize there is kind of a secret room off of his office. Isn't it like
he's got a private bathroom and shower?
Yeah. That's pretty secret.
Because it gets so messy in radio.
We should have that.
All right, we got lots of things going on. Once again, let's remind the people, Ant, looking for the wildest or strangest thing that you can bring down at WBCN today, 1265 Boylston Street. In the lobby is the guy with his own spleen in a bag.
Yeah.
and a calf, and someone has a calf fetus or something.
Calf fetus hide or whatever. Which is the tenderest of all hides. You want boots made out of it,
and then someone has a Drew Bledsoe action figure. He thinks that's pretty weird for whatever reason. But we got a trip to see MTV Icon in L.A. for you and a friend, and we're going to fly you there, which is unusual for an.
Yeah, usually we just give you an event, and you have to get your own ass there.
Remember the Puke Fest last time we were here in Boston?
For the Super Bowl, and we gave you Super Bowl tickets, but you had to figure out how you were getting to New Orleans.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, and that's to see Aerosmith, of course. And then, of course, Jim Norton playing Avalon tonight on Lansdowne Street.
Very
sold-out show, which makes it okay to bring in Brian Regan.
Brian.
Hey. I didn't come prepared.
Hey, buckaroo.
You could hear that very hey at the Comedy Connection.
This is very against the radio rules to have two comedians on one radio show at the same time when they're both playing in town.
I don't think it is, though, because even if we weren't sold out, Regan and I are so different, man. There's people that want to go see me, people want to go see him.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I enjoy Brian Regan's Yellow Discipline material. It's very cute.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You got that line out front with the guys with the guy with the spleen in the bag.
Yeah.
You got to bring like the weirdest thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how'd you like to show up like with a toaster? And that guy in front of you has got a spleen and there's like a cat liver. I don't think my toaster's going to be in the running. It's an old toaster. It's a 4-slice. What do you got there? A spleen? Man, I hope my toaster wins.
Start looking around and getting uncomfortable. Like maybe this wasn't a good idea.
You got to go put your toaster in a bag like my spleen. It's got to be in a bag to really put it over the top.
That's so good, man. Brian's playing the Comedy Connection tonight and tomorrow. So not many tickets available, so you might want to call 617-248-9700 and get your tickets for Brian Regan. And Brian was telling us off air that there's a little problem with his name lately.
Yeah, you know something? I realized this, too. I heard other people with the name Brian Regan in the news recently.
Well, I mean, I don't have a monopoly on the name, I don't think. But there's a spy, which I guess you guys are aware of.
Yes, we heard about the
We talked about the Brian Regan spy.
Brian Regan spy. The same spelling, the same pronunciation.
I'm on Operation Pop-Tart.
I mean, I didn't even know about it. I was like half paying attention to the news, you know, and I was like doing a crossword puzzle, and I just hear from my TV set, it's unclear whether the charges against Brian Regan will lead to his execution. I'm going to set the puzzle down and focus on this particular news item.
Yeah, that would seem kind of important to you.
Yeah. I've got a couple of outstanding parking tickets. You know, there's another Brian Regan who wrote the movie 100. Oh, well, we have to spy.
A little late. Sorry, Brian. Hey, Q, what does the pen do? Is that some kind of nerve agent?
Yeah, right. Were you involved in any spy planes? What kind of spy planes? You too! You too! In case you see a spy plane.
Yeah. The big yellow one's the head of the KGB. We know his material too well. Love it. The spy Brian Regan.
Yeah.
And now there's a writer.
There's a writer who wrote the movie 102 Dalmatians.
Brian Regan.
Also Brian Regan. And that's not me. But and I found out about that. I was playing in some city, and they wanted to do like a local TV interview, and they said, do you mind if we do it out in front of the movie theater? And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's as good a place as any. Why, does that look good on camera or something? So during the interview, so tell us about the movie 102 Dalmatians. I'm sure it's a good movie. Great for the kids. Why? You could either see that or see me down at the Chuckle Hut. I got in late last night, and I don't know about you guys. When you get into a city late at night, I was starving, right? Yeah. So I go to this late night restaurant, the Boston Food Club. Excellent. I walk in, they're going, come this way. I'm hearing the phone ringing in the background. I'm like, don't you have to get that? They're like, don't worry about it. Sit, relax. They're getting me a menu. They're taking care of me. I'm going, that phone is going nuts. Don't worry about the phone.
Oh, you bastard. That's why you got to listen to the whole show. God damn you. Nice callback. Good. That's hilarious. It's really You ever funny. Think the spy guy, Brian Regan, or the writer, Brian Regan, was sitting there going, I'm not at the Comedy Connection tonight. Like, yeah, all of you's got to have your little things. It's like the spy guy going, 102 Dalmatians. I remember that operation.
This guy is probably, the spy is probably trying to be like as incognito as possible. Just what he needs is my name on the radio. Brian Regan, oh my gosh. Could he go by Slappy Goebbels or something?
Slappy Goebbels is our operative in Germany. We don't want to give him up. Thank God the other Brian Regan isn't a gigolo or something.
There might be, for all I know. Who knows?
There are some people, though, that I've known growing up that had the same name as some really bad thing that happened on the news, you know? And you all laugh at it. You know, this guy killed his family or something. It's the same name. You don't want that happening.
How would you like if your name was Adolf?
Yeah, that's a biggie.
How terrible would that be?
An Adolf. That name kind of dropped off the face of the earth. After the 40s.
That and the mustache.
And the mustache fashion. No one going for the close cropped under the nose mustache anymore.
That's kind of out of bounds.
What happened to that look?
You know when they have like the top 10 names of each, top 10 baby names? You know? I wonder like if Adolf was up there like in the 30s, you know, and after the 40s it just kind of tailspinned out of there.
Ain't good, and the mustache doesn't work. It doesn't seem to be it doesn't seem to remind me of the lovable tramp anymore. You know? The little dictator. Not really.
All right, you know what? I think we got to get the Spleen guy in here.
Bring in Spleen guy.
His body part is rotting outside.
What about my toaster?
Let's get Spleen guy. This is for a trip to L.A. to see Aerosmith as part of MTV Icon. We're flying you and a friend to L.A.
Yeah.
Wildest, strangest thing that you can bring down to the station. Steve, you might as well bring them all down. Because we have also, Brian, we have a drunk homeless psychic.
Terrific.
He'll give you a
His name, Brian Regan, by the way, which is really a coincidence.
That is freaky.
And he's a spy. Right.
We got the Spleen coming in.
Yeah.
And the old guy right now?
The drunk homeless.
No, we're going to keep the old guy. Oh, he is.
No, we got to bring him in. Good. Drunk homeless psychic. And
I can't wait.
And what else? Oh, the calf thing.
Yeah, the calf skin.
I don't know if it's a fetus, if it's just a skin. I
think it was some kind of aborted cow fetus that somebody decided to take the hide from.
Boarded?
Aborted.
Oh, aborted. I thought it was boarded, like it's nailed to a board. I'm like, oh, man, that would be odd.
Why don't you board him? What does that mean?
He's taking a flight.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Hey, yeah, that guy looks like he's missing a spleen.
Look at that.
All right. What's your name, bro?
Wayne Morrell.
Hey, Wayne. Say hi to Brian Regan over there.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
And Jim Norton and the rest of the gang.
Hey, what's up?
And I would assume
how you
that...
doing, Anthony?
Hey, what's up, man?
That the spleen is in that bucket right there,
Yeah, it is, yes.
Hazardous waste.
No, that's popcorn. He's got the spleen in his pocket.
So it was a snowboarding accident.
Yeah, snowboarding.
When did this happen?
About a month ago it happened.
A month ago? This is a month-old spleen?
It's a month old, yeah. When I first fell, I waited about 5 minutes to snowboard down the hill. It took about an hour and a half break to recoup. I thought I just bruised a rib, and I continued snowboarding for another 3.5 hours after that.
Internally bleeding?
Internally bleeding for 7.5 hours. I went to the hospital, and then at that point they told me I had to take my spleen out or I was going to die, and I told them they're not going to have it unless I could have the spleen myself. Right. And of
course. Yeah, you got to negotiate. You got to make a stand. Yeah. More like that. I don't care. If I die, I want that spleen. Why were you so adamant to take the spleen home with you?
Well, a thing I have for work, it's called Freaky Friday. Stuff for free tattoos. I own a tattoo shop, Tattoo Palace.
Free tattoos, okay.
And then I actually have 2 people that want to eat my spleen for a trade of a tattoo.
Well, there you go.
Hey, we could get a listener outside and do it today. Guaranteed. More cannibalism on the Opie and Anthony show.
How much?
It wouldn't be the first time.
How much does it cost to get I Love Mom as opposed to eating the spleen? I like to see the trade-off. You know, you look at both. I don't know, $100. I don't mind paying.
That tattoo will cost $162,000. I'll just eat a spleen. They are very reasonable tattoo prices. I mean, most people can afford them.
Would you mind donating just a snip of spleen?
Yeah, sure. I don't got a problem with that.
Dude, we got our showstopper.
Dude, we always get a showstopper. Sit here and watch someone eat a spleen.
That's what you said last time we were here. The guy ate someone else's puke.
Who's going to eat the spleen?
Who's going to eat? I'll find someone in 30 seconds outside. No problem. Hello, I am here to eat the spleen. But I was just passing by. I love the Opie and Anthony show. Wonderful.
I couldn't help but overhear.
When are you going to be syndicated into Transylvania? Syndication now. Blah. Give me a spleen.
That was a vampire.
Boo! See, the vampire, it's not, Jim. Using the Jim Norton rules that are written down in today's Boston Herald.
He sounds like the guy who recognized Olivier in the Marathon Man.
Well,
nobody remembers.
Somebody remembered. All right.
Boris Karloff can eat my...
All right, you guys want to see the spleen?
Yes, I want to see.
Do you have any incense? You have any incense? Because formaldehyde has an odor to it.
And rotting spleen does too, I bet you.
Oh boy.
Now wait a minute.
If you
I need this opened in a spot where no splashing can even be feasible.
There's already asterisks involved. We need incense. We got to have the lights down.
Yeah. All right, Rick. Let's open that package up there and see what...
You always do this, and you leave, and I'm stuck.
I know.
BCN ends up hating us because we leave this place a mess.
All right, you know what you should do?
Let me open it.
Maybe, crouch down so nothing can spill, and just open away.
Can we see the scar?
He has... Wow. I thought your spleen was over a little.
It's right here.
Yeah. Why'd they cut you there?
Because they had to take out my whole stomach, slap it on my chest, and then they dug in and grabbed my spleen.
Norton did that to a date last night, but he didn't put it back. He just buried her in a shallow grave. Watch those coyotes. They'll give you up in a second. Furry little effers.
God, look at that scar.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Good abs.
Close and personal if you were in the operating room. Peel them right back.
All right, he's opening up the bucket.
Were you doing a trick or something, snowboarding?
No.
No?
I don't know any tricks yet.
Jesus.
Except for falling down.
That's a good one. The spleen removal move. It's great. You flip it up, the board goes up.
He's putting gloves on.
He's putting surgical gloves on to handle his own spleen.
Rick, make sure we snip off a piece for one of our lucky listeners.
Incense is now burning groovy. That's great. I like that.
Any music?
No, we don't have spleen music. Is there any spleen music?
Put in the regular track for this type.
The last spleen song I know was written in the 30s. A band leader by the name of Brian Regan actually wrote a great spleen song, but I can't remember how it goes.
Tour.
Yeah. Oh my God. What is it? What is it sitting in? What is that? Paper towel?
By the way, we're taking pictures of this for the website, foundrymusic.com.
God damn! Look at his spleen. Look at this. Dude, is that diced up or anything?
Actually, it broke like this.
It broke apart.
Yeah, it's just shattered.
Did it break because of the injury?
Yeah.
So when you hit, your
ruptured.
spleen ruptured and you started bleeding, and they said, that's got to come out now.
Yeah,
and it broke apart. Wow, that is indeed a spleen. What, does it stink?
I was standing and it just sort of wafted and it's...
All right. Oh, Rick has a piece of his spleen on a card. All right, Rick, put that in a coffee cup. We're going to use that later. All right, put that somewhere. Rick, wait. Rick, you stay there. Have someone get you something to put it in. The less you move with that on a precariously... It's like a Wonderama kids contest.
He's got it on a 3x5 card like he's going to file it.
No, stop it. Stop it. It's going to hit the ground. Don't flip it around. Look, it hit your finger. God damn it. Would you not flip that spleen around? Put it in a plastic bag. All right. You know what it looks like? A mushroom. Stinky, we need a bag. Looks like a piece of mushroom.
I'm going to tell you, that's a big chunk to eat.
Yeah, smoke it. It looks like a mushroom. Is it?
I don't want to interrupt. I'm just being your lawyers here for a second.
Yeah.
Dude, like, if you've been tested, because, I mean, just for a second, just the voice of reason.
Good question.
If you make somebody eat that, we're all going to end up on CNN.
Dude, have you heard of one case of AIDS being contracted by someone eating a spleen? No, I say to you.
That's a very
the thing is, if you're going to have somebody eat it, you're going to have to cook it because the formaldehyde soaked into it, and the formaldehyde will evaporate.
It'll evaporate, so we got to cook it.
You have to cook it.
We got to cook
Norton,
it.
you can beat AIDS with Tylenol anyways.
Living proof.
All right, there's the guy's spleen, man.
Put it in something, please, because I can't concentrate on anything now with that.
Did we take pictures of the spleen for the website? All right, we're going to have pictures up on foundrymusic.com.
God damn.
Who else do we have in the studio?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be anticlimactic.
Yeah, how do you follow, you know.
We should have organized this better.
That's all right.
That was your headliner, and now...
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
It's like we're going to emo films now.
You have, what's your name?
My name's Jack Cutler, and I have a dead bat and a dead scorpion, which are both actually unusually large.
Do you have those hanging somewhere in your room?
Actually, I do. They both hang on my walls in my room. One above
That's
my
a chick magnet, right?
Yeah. One above my desk, and one above my desk, and one above my dresser.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right. And they're preserved, and you look at them and say, "Wow, look at that."
You know what you got to do? Cut the spleens out of them.
That might work. You ever torture a small animal and then rape a hooker? And then just bury her in a shallow grave, you lunatic?
Well, this one time at band camp.
Yeah.
Very
now,
good.
I gotta ask him a question though, because this determines if he's even in contention. All right. How old a lad are you?
I'm 15.
All right, thank you. He can't go to L.A.
Circle, man. Look at him.
All right, don't worry, dude. You're not going to beat the spleen anyway, but it's cool stuff,
radio,
man. And,
I think we could have some. We'll give you some parting gifts.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff to give away for everyone we bring in the studio. So.
Thanks for making the effort, though.
We got a whole list of things, so stick around for that.
Take a piece of spleen with you.
Where's the?
Have some spleen. Yes.
Where's the?
Here's the winner.
We'd like to call this guy the drunk homeless psychic. Are you drunk, sir?
No, I'm not.
Are you homeless?
No, I'm not.
Well, let's hope you're a psychic.
You're a psychic, though.
I am a psychic, but I also wanted to bring you this for Opie and Anthony to bring it back to New York and give it to the New York Jets because they might need a quarterback there.
It's a Drew Bledsoe. Couldn't you bring Drew Bledsoe's collapsed lung?
I want to give that to you guys to bring back to New York.
Maybe you could stage dive that onto a Barbie doll and paralyze
Actually,
Local reference.
If you notice where Bledsoe's hand is, he gets so excited when he met the president, you know?
All right. And you want to give Brian Regan, you know Brian Regan? Very funny comic.
Hi, how are you?
I know him. He's a spy.
Yes, that's right. You got it.
You want to give him a reading? He's a...
Yeah, actually, Brian, you have somebody on your mother's side of the family who wasn't feeling too well, and they recently might have had to go for an operation, but everything's going to turn out okay. And they're in about the 70s.
And what about the 70s?
They're about 70 years old.
All of that is true, except they ended up not okay. My mother's sister went in for
A major operation.
Major operation, but did not make it. But everything else is right on the money.
What the hell is going to stop it?
I'm telling you the absolute truth.
Actually, you know what I like?
The guy was freaking me out as he's telling me this. I'm like, how do you know this? Because I don't believe in this stuff at all.
If we have time, I'd like to take a call from New York and read the reading out of here.
Call me now for your free reading.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you'll be calling about your girlfriend. You ought to be calling about yourself, sister. Call me now for free reading. It's Miss Cleo.
I say New York. I say New York because Massachusetts is so close, and the people in New York, I can kind of. And actually, the first caller in New York you have is a woman, isn't it?
But being a psychic, couldn't you have known not to go to that dentist? Right?
That's correct.
Yeah. But you gave us crappy readings, sir.
Is it safe?
Huh?
You gave us bad readings.
I'll give you some good readings.
I don't want to hear what he has to say.
You get the next 5 years of WNEW, anyway, syndicated show. You're doing good. You already signed a contract with them.
Well, okay.
Well, that's amazing.
You're going to get a raise, too.
Oh, we're going to get a raise. Oh, good.
It is, huh?
That's a good one. All right.
Do you have anything with old Jimmy Norton and a Hummer? Did that come in?
Well, he needs to get the Viagra first.
The Viagra.
Whatever Viagra is.
Do you know anybody that was in the hospital recently?
No.
No?
Why?
Okay. Do you? I'm just thinking of what the odds are that maybe other people, he could have said that. Do you?
Who knows?
Wow, the guy.
You have a weird accent,
amazing.
sir. You have an odd accent. Where are you from? Stroke victim?
No. I do stroke once in a while, but it's not a victim.
All right. Oh, I get it. That's a J.O. joke. Yeah, it's funny. Look, he's endeared now himself. He's endeared himself to Norton.
I think we freaked Brian Regan out, so we're going to take a break and regroup here.
That was weird.
Brian Regan's playing the Comedy Connection tonight and tomorrow. Hilarious. I mean, God, you guys should know that by now. Tickets still available. Yes? You're leaving us?
Oh, God damn it. What do you got to do?
What?
Oh, we got a sound check. Hello, is this on? All right. What do you got to do?
Let's do another one. I mean,
Where do you got to go? I don't want to make anyone mad.
A phone thing with, but you know.
I'm supposed to take the microfilm to the drop point.
You doing a phone thing with another station or something?
No, it's with my manager. It's like a conference type of thing.
Hey,
that's a psychic, you know.
Just tell him what the hell his manager's going to say, and he can hang out.
His manager's going to say, get over there a little bit early. We're going to need you for a rehearsal.
Great. That is my manager.
We're going to keep Psychic Guy around for the rest of the show. He just impressed everybody in here. All right.
A little odd.
Lots more to do. So, is Fozzie calling it? No, that's later. Kreskin?
Don't call him Fozzie or Mule Juice McQueen.
We're going to do a Jim Breuer world premiere of something. We'll do that a little later, okay? Let's go to break.
It's Opie. Don't be an a-hole.
You seem a little drunk, Anthony.
Go after yourself, Opie.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show, Godsmack. And Awake, broadcasting live from Boston today, having a great time. There's at least 30 people in the studio. I was pissed off last night, Anthony. We did the road trip from New York to Boston, and I didn't have my Godsmack CD. And I didn't have my Disturbed CD.
But you had Barry Manilow. That's really, really sad.
Hey, I had Tool. I turned Jim Norton on to some Tool songs.
I actually enjoyed it, Joe.
And Norton turned me on to some Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, an album I haven't listened to in a long time.
Who turned on anyone to the Barry Manilow? Who was responsible for that?
Hey, Sandy.
Look, hey, well, me, man.
Look, she's shrugging. I'm safe on this one.
Yeah.
I happened to request Can't Smile Without You because it was there.
I couldn't believe how many Barry Manilow songs this freak knew, though.
You got to be a well-rounded person.
Imagine it playing like Barry Manilow is blasting in his apartment as he's just cutting some hooker up. I could picture it. So could that hooker. Last vision she saw. Can't smile without you. You're a bitch whore.
I'm actually very nice to girls. I'm very nice to girls.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is. Sure.
Also in the studio, Brian Regan, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yes. Playing,
and I'm very nice to girls.
Playing the Comedy Connection tonight.
Yeah.
Here in Boston.
Going to catch that right after a Norton show.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to do that.
Down there.
Great.
And Brian was telling me...
I'm going to see Norton show. I'm not even going to my own show.
Brian was telling me during the commercials that recently he was watching golf
Yeah, watching golf.
Right.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was.
Nice segue.
You guys don't know how to set up.
We're bad setup guys.
Like hitting a body in the road.
Well, you think we've changed?
What the hell was that?
Brian thinks we have changed, Anthony. We've been bad setup guys with you for 4 years now.
You know, that's right. You know, you mentioned golf. And, since we're on this topic anyway.
Right.
Did you know, I'm not making this up, NBC Sports on their golf telecast were piping in bird noises.
Yes.
That's the truth. For ambiance, I don't know why. They were piping in bird noises. The bird chirps, the birds aren't even there. And some bird lover called him on it because he was hearing some bird that wasn't supposed to be in that part of the country. I mean, can you imagine being the guy who had to field that phone call, yeah, NBC Sports. Yeah, hi. Listen, does this sound right to you? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, apparently you don't. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to believe the blue-breasted whippoorwillow has decided to alter its annual migratory route to take in some golf. What? Maybe for that region you should try. Okay. I get it. I got one. But it just made, I was thinking instead of calling him on it, it would have been better like if he snuck in there late at night, and just pulled out the bird tape and snuck in another animal track, and nobody knows till it's going out live, It's like Ernie Els is looking at about a 10-foot putt. This is a downhill putt. It's going to break slightly to his left. Man, he is focused. The only reason I went into that, you mentioned golf.
Right. It was
remember you mentioned golf earlier.
We were talking about it.
Right.
Don't make me mention fishing.
I don't know why the guy that made the call to complain has to be so mean, Brian. Can't he just say, hey, I noticed.
Comedy has to have conflict. I can't have him say...
you're into that mean type of humor.
It would be a different joke. I don't want to bother anybody, but the bird noise that you're using, that bird's not indigenous to that region.
Oh, okay, we'll get right on that.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up. I didn't mean to take any of your time.
Thank you.
See? Then you can't close with a joke like that.
Hey, you want to talk to Kreskin?
I thought we were over here at the mic.
Well, we got the real Kreskin, and then we got the psychic over here that we met today. What's this guy's name?
Ricky St. James from Quincy.
That's right, Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky.
St. James. Sure, why?
I'll just call you Ricky.
Where am I going on the phones here, Ben?
A's and an I.
Just tell it to call you Billy.
Kreskin.
Opie, Anthony.
Hello, Kreskin.
Can you hear me?
Yes, on my hip.
Can you hear me?
No, not you. Not you. Opie, I'm getting Kreskin's voice in my head. He's doing this whole conversation psychically.
Can you hear me,
we don't
guys?
need phones.
Hello?
Kreskin.
Hello.
Hi, Kreskin.
How's it going? Listen, you're in one of my favorite cities.
Boston?
I performed at Boston College many times.
Oh, you did you?
Yeah, that's a great Listen, I got to ask you something. How do you keep alert watching a game of golf on television? Sorry, guys.
That's a good question.
Hey,
he got back into golf again, Brian.
Opie, did you hear the story on ESPN? The interview about me and the basketball Toronto Raptors.
No, Kreskin, why don't you tell us about it?
They had I just got back from Canada. They had a 13-game losing streak, which was pretty damn depressing. And the media out in Canada came to me and said, well, what did I think the results were going to be? And I said, I don't want to predict the results. Let's go on the air and have a mass group concentrating on their winning. So 8:10 in the morning, as ESPN went through the story, we had thousands of people in Toronto for about 5 minutes willing them to win. And guess what? That night, they broke the losing streak and won.
There you go.
Did you help them? Is that what I'm supposed to get from this?
And I don't know. I don't do this all the time. Hey, guys, you're going to see me.
Yes, Kreskin, yes?
You're going to see me on the 10th for something that's going to be damn wild on the show.
What show?
Your show.
Oh, our show.
Did we invite?
As wild as this conversation? Woo!
Well, no, in person. I'm coming on, and we're going to invite all of the listeners to participate. And
are we going to have to look at the sky again?
No.
Or look at an empty glass of water?
No, we're going to celebrate the death of Osama bin Laden on the air.
Wow.
You're saying he's dead?
We'll on the air at 5 o'clock. I'll be there, and I want and there's going to be in the stunt I'm going to do. There's not only going to be a touch of thought reading, but some severe sarcastic humor. If I can borrow from David Letterman and his attacks on bin Laden the past month or so.
Because he is the only one attacking bin Laden.
Well, I got news for you.
Letterman bombs.
I got news for you. If everyone that wants to participate will simply have a doll with them. A doll.
What kind of a doll? What kind of a doll, question?
The uglier the better.
A doll? D-O-L-L?
D-O-L-L.
How about a voodoo doll?
That would be wonderful.
How about a voodoo doll? All right, and what are we going to be doing with the dolls?
Well, on the air, I'm going to have one, and when you see what happens you better have a photographer there, because no one is going to believe it. Even though you're going to describe what's going to happen, but I want a few thousand people to join me, and I got news for you. When this is over, if bin Laden is still alive, he's going to have to go deeper under the earth.
Kreskin is going to figure out a way to kill bin Laden.
Well, now, let's not be so vicious. Let's just say rub him out. Guys,
take care of the job.
Yeah.
Let's just say rub him out.
What do you mean, bro? That's kill people, right? Kreskin is now one of these.
There's a softer way of killing people.
I have a feeling there's another Osama bin Laden out there that's a writer.
Kreskin 2, First Blood.
So, guys,
we'll see him 10
You started it.
By the way, anyone participating on the road is going to should pull over the side of the road, because this is going to be wild.
And Kreskin, when will this boring radio take place?
Boring radio?
Yeah, when will
boring radio? If we can drop the first word, I'll be there the 10th next Wednesday. We'll do it at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
I don't think it's a 520 bit.
You don't think so? Let's do it at 5:10.
I don't think the death of Osama bin Laden is a 520 bit.
All right,
rubbing out,
rubbing out. I think that's more 330.
Kreskin, how are you going to prove? How are you going to prove that Osama bin Laden has been eliminated?
The press is already aware of this, so we're going to have a wild time, guys.
The press is. There's that whole situation over in Israel, but they're paying attention to Kreskin.
The press is aware, and they're going to wait for the broadcast on our show,
right?
Because we're so important.
We're adding an element to this that I don't think anyone has thought of before, and I think we're going to have some fun, but it's also going to be wild.
It isn't excitement or humor.
Huh?
I'm eagerly awaiting it.
All right, Kreskin, guys, I look forward to seeing you next week.
Wait, Kreskin, we got our own psychic in the studio here in Boston today. Yeah.
Hi, Kreskin. My name is Rick. I'm from Quincy. How you doing?
How you doing, Rick?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey, Kreskin, I got a little psychic thing for you.
What's that?
You know, when you come up with your predictions, you come up with your psychic abilities and your psychic powers.
Yes, Rick.
And you feel it way inside from the heart, don't you? Right?
Well,
you
I like to think so, yeah.
Yeah, you feel a vibration.
But you know,
how come when you were on People Are Talking there a few years ago, you were absolutely 100% wrong at WBC Chilo
Battle of the Psychics. Are you calling Kreskin out?
No, but he got like 1 out of 5 right.
Ouch. You know
1 out of 5?
You want me to answer that, Rick?
Yes.
Because if you knew what I did for a living, you would know I'm not a psychic. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not interested in that. If a person... Rick, if someone were successful as a psychic, then why don't they go to racetracks?
Good point.
He
got you,
Opie and Anthony. I'll see you guys next week.
Thank you, Kreskin, who is quickly punching out of the canopy.
All right.
Amazing Kreskin.
Don't forget to bring the doll along now.
I don't have a doll. Can you bring one for me?
All right, I'm bringing one with me.
Blow-up variety.
Okay.
Take care, guys.
Bring a 3-holer.
All right.
I'll get you one, Opie. I'll get you one. I'll get you a blow-up one.
All right. Thank you, Rick.
I want the doll with authentic Greek features.
All right. Bye, Kreskin.
Take care. See you next week.
Bye-bye, Kreskin.
Oh, boy. Kreskin has lost his mind, Brian.
Bye-bye. There's Kreskin.
Remember him on the Johnny Carson show?
I was on stage with him.
Stop it.
Absolute truth.
Where?
Well, down in Miami, Florida, where I grew up. On my 13th birthday, my mom and dad took me to go see Kreskin.
Did he shake your hand?
Yeah.
Did it hurt like hell?
He brought me on stage. Oh, did he shakes? He squeezes
the knuckle
your hand?
Yeah, really hard. You want to punch him in his friggin' big glasses.
I don't even remember. He brought me on stage, and it was like a big thing. He brought me on stage, and he goes, how old are you? And I said, and I had just turned 13 that day. I said, 12, 13. And then he goes, pretty soon he'll be 14. And then I got like a big laugh.
Oh, that's funny prediction.
It was funny.
You should have shown him and killed yourself. That would have totally shown him.
No, rubbed myself out.
Rubbed out.
Hey, how right was he, by the way, when he got you on the show? Was he right? How accurate was he?
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, he did a good job.
Well, you called him out right there, Ricky.
Yeah, because, remember Tom Breuer when people are talking here at Channel 4? You guys must remember that years ago.
Of course.
He was on there, he got one out of every 5 persons right.
That sucks.
Why don't we take a couple of phone calls? Let me do some psychic reading.
Hey, it's Rick's show, Brian.
Them is fighting words. Opie, I hear later on, Ricky is going to be like Uri Geller and Ben Spoons with his breath. Which I cannot wait to see.
Yeah, but that's the exciting moment of the show.
Right.
Keith has a prediction on line 3. Kreskin foresees himself slowing the effing show down.
This is Rick from Quincy. Keith, where are you from? New York or Massachusetts?
Wait. No. Rick, we're not going to Keith.
Oh, okay.
We'll go to Marianne. How's that, okay?
Okay, where's Marianne from?
It'll take a second for them to plunk her down in New York. Let's say hi to Marianne. Marianne.
We'll get a little psychic reading from our own Ricky here. Marianne.
Hey, O&A. Hey, Brian.
Hi, what's up?
How you doing, Marianne?
All right, how are you doing, psychic Boston dude?
Not too bad, New York, Boston dude. Hey, lady, let me tell you something. I know I had to tell you something. You have a lover in your life, and he's been cheating on you. And you actually been out with this. You've been out with this guy a number of times.
A liver? What?
No, she's been out with this guy a number of times. A number of times.
Wait, who's cheating?
She has a male lover in her life.
Or a landlubber.
Right, either one. But anyway, this guy has been cheating on you. He said he's been working late, and he said he's been doing things that, we normally come home, and you've been wondering about that. And all of a sudden, you're wondering now whether you should stay with him and stick with him, or whether you should give him the hell up and go find somebody else.
Is this true?
No, it's not.
Well, Tommy,
he's not finished.
You do not have a man in your life right now that has been working late and making excuses and not coming home on time?
No, I swear to God, that's not truth. I do live with a man. He does work, but he doesn't work late. He works close to home. No excuses on his end. And I'm just, wait, I'd love to get engaged, but it's not a major issue. I was actually looking to see if you could tell me something about what's going on in my career.
What time does he get home from work?
You guys, he usually gets home between 5 and 6. He works 20 minutes from the house.
Do you know he gets off of work at 3?
Yeah.
See, you just don't know that. He is. Yeah. He's done with work at 3. You just don't know that.
Wait,
he does. Ricky knows. You don't know anything about flossing. He knows this.
I tell you, as far as your future before you leave, though, you want to know a little bit about your future. You have a career that you're looking into.
She just said she's got a career she wants to know about.
But you're not sure about this career because you're really not sure because
that's why she asked you.
You are going to have you're going to have a time between your husband wanting you to be at home and to be with him. So you're going to have to pick between either him or your career.
Is this true, Marianne?
I'm interviewing for a position that does require travel, so if it does, it may be relocating. So, I might have to make a choice.
Ricky's nodding his head going, that's right.
Yes, I felt that in my heart. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's an aneurysm.
Hey, could you predict what
more like an orgasm.
I don't know about him getting off at 3 o'clock, but if he is, hey, more power to him.
All right, Marianne.
Well, Marianne, thank you very much for listening to WBCN in Boston.
right. Thank you, too.
Look at him go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Opie, you're out of a job.
Let's pack up early. We don't need to...
Here's my prediction. In 2 years, Ricky is worth $130 million.
That's my false teeth.
Yeah.
And Bobby Bigringer says Ricky was right, said first caller would be a woman. There you go. Hey, let's go to Rachel on line 8. We'll do one more here.
Rachel on line 8. She'll get a reading from Ricky.
Okay, where's Rachel from?
Rachel.
I'm from New York.
All right, Rachel, what's up?
Hi,
I want to
Rachel.
know if I can get a reading from him. We'll see what's going on.
Go ahead, Rachel.
What else is he doing?
Tell me a little bit about what you're interested in and ask me.
I like to play guitar.
No, what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
I want to, basically, what he sees in me. That's all.
Okay.
How old are you, Rachel?
How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm 16.
16. Well, I see a good future if you stay in school to study the instrument and to keep on going and to really. I think you actually you play the guitar really good. You do it really great in there. But I
had a feeling guitar was going to be in this prediction.
I think that you have to realize though that your marks have to improve over your music.
Your marks.
Because your marks in school are not that great, are they?
Well, you can say that.
Wow, a 16-year-old. How old is she? 16. A 16-year-old girl not doing well in school.
What you have to do is, instead of studying on the instrument more, get your marks up there good, because that's your future. Go to
study
college.
on the organ.
My marks are better than my instrument.
You can study on the organ. It's a great thing to study on.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helped a lot, didn't it? He just
Hey, Rachel, thank you for calling BCN in Boston.
Ricky, the Boston Psychic. All right, we'll have Ricky do more readings as we go here. Thank you, Ricky.
Why
you can
not?
sit down on the couch again.
You can take a seat.
Thank you.
Save your strength.
Rest my hemorrhoids.
Rest. Get your psychic juices flowing.
Yeah. Hey, he's entertaining.
Yeah, you gotta love this guy.
Steve is outside. More people are showing up with weird stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Spleen so far is leading the pack.
You want to explain what's going on there?
Yeah, we want you to come down to the studios here of BCN in Boston and show us the weirdest thing you got.
I've got a medical question.
Yes.
I should have asked the guy. Yeah. Obviously, you don't need a spleen to live.
That's what I said.
So what's the point of a spleen?
Exactly. A spleen is like Earl is to our radio show. You don't really notice when it's gone. It doesn't matter. You thought you needed it, but you really don't.
Well, spleen helps the immune system. What it does, it kind of filters out the blood, your blood cells and your white blood cells. It filters. It's
just you being this close to Norton, you have AIDS right now with a lowered resistance.
And without a spleen, me personally, I'm very susceptible to cold, so I need a flu shot every year, pneumonia shot every 10 years.
Really? And like everything else, what about the big diseases? You open up for those?
Just as much as everybody else.
Did you have to drop all your Haitian friends?
I didn't have any.
You better get a bubble.
The boy in the plastic bubble. There you go.
All right, so Steve says lots of new people with stuff outside, and this is for the trip to L.A. for the crazy thing. He's definitely leading, the guy that brought his own spleen in today. Brian, are we losing you?
Yeah, I think
I can pull a Kreskin. Well, thank you very much. Just kind of dismiss myself. You know?
Kreskin's call was like that big, sweaty hand on the big old locomotive brake handle. Like sparks are flying off. The show is just cruising around the bend. Sparks shooting out of the wheels.
Well, we have to have him.
What the hell happened there?
I hate him, though, because now we have to have him in to see what he's going to do with us.
Now we got to see.
But he puts on and a doll.
He puts on a decent show. You know, he puts on a good show.
Oh, yeah?
Kreskin.
You know what he does?
Yeah, where?
He leaves the studio, and then we figure out how he did whatever he did.
Right.
Like we go, he picked up the book, he read the line on page 215, put it down. We didn't notice because we weren't looking for it at the time. And then when he says it, he opens the book and gives a couple of words and tells you to open the book to that page. And you read the first line, and he knows what it is.
There you go.
So we figured that one out. We got that going.
See, I'm not smart enough to figure that out.
Which is nice.
So are you taking your toaster and going home? Or?
Yeah, I gotta rock and roll.
Oh, boy, Brian doesn't want to have fun with us.
He does this every time.
That's always the guilt thing.
I know. He always the guilt on.
I'm already late. But
we love Brian Regan.
Thank you.
Come on.
Hey!
Yeah, Brian.
He's playing the Comedy Connection tonight and tomorrow here in Boston. Call 617-248-9700 for tickets. And when we come back, we'll go back on the sidewalk with Steve.
Where's the Maltese Falcon?
And we'll see what's going on out there. Black Man game on the way, and Moon Juice McQueen from Fozzy.
Stop. It's Chris Jericho.
Stay there.
Something strange is happening here.
There's something wrong with us.
How do we play What's in My Pants?
Something very, very wrong with us.
What's a little contributing to the delinquency of a minor?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Guess what's in Teen's pants?
WNEW.
The Opie 102.7. The Opie WNEW. The Opie and Anthony Show.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show live from Boston today. We're up here to support Jim Norton playing Avalon tonight on Lansdowne Street. Right behind the Green Monster if you check out the Red Sox on TV. That's where we'll be tonight. And now we're finding out we got to run over to see Brian Regan at the Comedy Connection after the Norton show. Just to kind of to cleanse the palate.
Yes.
After Jim makes us feel so dirty with his act, we'll go to Brian Regan and
it's like
wash
being,
it all off.
It's like being an envoy in the Middle East, you know? We have to go see one side and the other, and they're completely opposite in their ideology and presentation.
Regan's show is like the shower that takes the corn and the blood off your mule.
Isn't he using that as like an advertisement for his show?
I'm looking forward to watching him. Regan's hilarious.
Very good. Thank you, Jim. I never thought of it that way, but okay. And
I didn't mean to get sexy.
We got Ricky the Psychic here.
Oh, yeah.
Sit down, Ricky. We'll get to you in a minute.
And Ricky keeps standing up.
Yeah, he's got all sorts of stories about Tom Likas he wants to tell us.
Really?
Oh, the guy.
Come on.
The guy's full of information. Real fast, Ricky. Wait, get up, Ricky. Go ahead, Rick. There he is.
Hi, my name is Tom Likas. I got a gay pigeon.
Howling monkeys.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Get more homeless guys on the radio. That's a great idea.
He's not homeless, he keeps telling us. All right, Ricky, thank you for that.
He's got quite the potty mouth.
Yeah, you can't say it in that way.
You can't use that S word on the radio.
I stand corrected. He's not homeless. I guess Bruce just making urine-scented cologne.
He pooped his pants. We're going to go outside to see what Steve... Want to do that real fast? And then we got Jim Breuer on the hotline.
I hear there's some fun stuff out there.
Yes, we're looking for the wildest, strangest, most unusual, craziest thing you could bring down to WBCN today. The winner will win a trip to L.A. to check out Aerosmith on MTV Icon. So far, we got the Spleen guy in the corner that brought his own spleen in a baggie, basically.
Yeah.
A bag in a bucket.
So it's anything. It's anything that you think we'd find interesting, shocking.
Yeah.
It could be something you bring, or it could be something on your person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yes.
What's going on outside?
Standing outside of WBCN studios.
Steve loves this. He hates this. Steve hates this stuff. He hates people. He does not like being around them. That's why he made such a good bouncer.
Birth defects everywhere.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Hey, they're our listeners, man.
Well, I know that. That's what makes them your listeners.
Steve doesn't like them, though. That's how it is.
He hates them.
There is so much physical deformity in this crowd. I've been documenting it all on a little legal pad here, so
Yeah.
I guess we should just run down the list of who's standing outside.
All right, let us know what we got. And we're taking pictures for the website.
Yes, absolutely. Rachel is behind me taking photographs.
All right.
There's a gentleman right here with a case of beer for you guys. He claims he can lick his own nipples. Sir, what's your name?
Mike.
Mike, where are you from, Mike?
Weymouth.
And you can lick your own nipples.
I can.
Steve, they might be dumping out of that. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Okay, on top of that ability, let's just forget that.
He could lick his
own chest, if you know what I mean.
Right,
Yeah.
Lick his own chest.
And he has beer. Take the beer and tell him thanks.
All right, I'm to take the beer.
We're not watching the guy lick his chest.
Leave the gun, take the cannolis.
Yeah.
Well, he also has this, and this is pretty cool. He's got a titanium thumb, which he can twist around in a circle.
Wow. Hey, now that's good.
I want to know,
right. That's Terminator stuff.
Yeah. Now tell me about this titanium thumb. How'd that happen?
I used to break it all the time playing football and hockey, so they replaced the joint with titanium one.
The joint at what? The knuckle in the middle of the thumb or where it meets the hand?
It looks like it broke where it meets the hand at the base of his chubby little thumb here. There's a really obvious scar that goes around the base of the thumb, and he can twist it around in a circle.
Stop it.
No, I saw it.
All right, bring him in.
Okay. All right, step aside.
That rocks.
Let's move on.
The doctor probably told him never twist this around in a circle. Yeah. Dude, look what I could do with the bars, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet you beer. You think this is how P.T. Barnum did it? Yeah, exactly. You know, he had them all lined up, and he said yes, no, yes,
Bring him in.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. All right, go ahead. What else, Steve?
Okay, next. Sir, what's your name?
Lenny.
Lenny, where are you from?
Canton.
You have toes for thumbs, and this is really weird. Explain this.
I've heard of this.
How did you get these thumbs?
Born with them. It's a trait that runs in my family.
What's wrong with his thumb?
It doesn't look like he was in an accident. It's really obviously a birth defect, but his thumbs are short and nubby, and they look like big toes. Like tiny little quarter-inch thumbnails. And what?
I said they work fine.
Well, okay.
All right.
You have no trouble picking
Chill
up.
out. He's getting a little pissed, it seems.
Hey, get a hold of yourself. Tell your thumb to go to market.
But, he's got...
Full-footed zilch.
Incidentally, what do your toes look like?
They look actually like normal, but bigger toes.
So his toes look like normal, bigger toes, but he's got short, little, nubby toe thumbs.
All right, we could check that out as well. Sure.
All right, there's a guy with a jar. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, this is going to be careful.
Strangely, on his feet, his toes look like...
What's your name?
Alan,
where are you from?
I'm from Weymouth.
All right. You have with you a little paper bag. In that bag is a jar in a Ziploc bag.
Yes.
I've heard of this.
Okay.
Oh.
In this jar, about a quarter-inch deep, is a brown, viscous, dried substance that is a 3-year-old male byproduct.
He has saved his byproduct in a jar from 3 years ago.
Right.
Put him. Let me ask him. Why did he save it?
Why did you save this?
Oh, I just sat under my bed. I found it there yesterday when I heard about the contest. I haven't seen it in like a year, but I had a girl that used to, do little fun stuff and milk me and stuff like that. So
right.
That's what it was all about.
So it was on the...
She's gone, and I never cleaned out under the bed.
Does it say Hellman's on the jar?
Hold on. What kind of jar is this? It's
hardcore first hard cider.
It's a hardcore.
How much is it? How much does he have, Steve?
About a quarter of an inch from the bottom is what looks like it could be dried up crisp hard cider, but he claims it's decaying male byproduct.
Could you melt that in a microwave and get somebody to eat it on a cracker?
Yeah.
Hey, what did she use? Did she used to just spit it out into a bottle?
Yeah. How did your chick get the product into the jar out of you?
Oh, she just kind of milks me like a cow, so to speak, I guess. I don't know how to say it clean.
But why in a bottle?
She was a freak. She was into all this weird stuff.
But why? What was the point of putting it into a jar, I guess is the question.
Save money on tissues, apparently.
You know what? I'm going to make an executive decision here. I think we're going to pass on him.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to pass on that one.
We're passing on jar guy. Who else?
Look at him. It's like, man. I knew I should have brought the toaster. The toaster.
Not that he's anything outstanding, but there's a guy that looks like Jim Norton. He claims he's Jim Norton pre-HIV.
Jesus.
Looks like he's about 300 pounds, and he looks like Norton.
All right, take a picture of him and move on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Goat head guy.
All the Norton, none of the A's.
Gentleman standing to my left has a head of a creature. What kind of creature is this, sir?
It's a...
Hold on.
Don't.
All right, don't curse. So he has a skinless goat head?
How'd you get the skinless goat head?
I got it from a butcher.
You got it. What'd you do? Buy a skinless goat head?
We've seen that before.
Give it to me. He's my butcher.
We've had girls cut the tops off of those and eat the brains out of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. He also happens to have a thumb that looks like it was busted and never fixed. So it's.
I was born with 2 thumbs.
Yeah, but that's like
I was born with 2.
He was born.
Everyone was born with 2 thumbs.
On one hand.
On one hand?
He was apparently he was born with 2 thumbs on one hand, and the other one had to get taken off, and the other one is in the shape of an L on his right hand.
Does he work for Lawn Doctor?
Do you work for Lawn Doctor, sir?
I don't know. The thumb thing, the skull, I'm not feeling it.
Okay.
They call him the Miracle of Taunton, the first guy born with 2 thumbs.
This could be, all right, this young lady in front of me, or this lady in front of me, it could be the coup de grace here. She has, man, what's your name?
Trixie.
Trixie.
Hey, Trixie.
There you go. Where are you from?
Actually, I'm from Jersey.
Look at that.
Did you make the trip all the way up here, or is this now a new residence?
I made the trip up here just to see Norton's show.
Oh, look at that, Jim Norton.
Old Jimmy Norton. And what does she have with her?
Trixie, explain to us what you'd like to show us.
Yeah, I was listening to the radio, and I heard the spleen, the guy with the spleen in the bag, and, you're calling for a wild thing.
Now, what do you have?
Yeah.
Well, I have something more wild than that. I have real, authentic, no implants, 38 triple D, lactating breasts. And I mean, how wild is that?
You got all that? Yeah.
We might have to clean that up for the radio.
Yeah, okay.
Anthony, you seem to be the expert in this field.
She's got
not in that field, but in explaining this.
She's got gigantic cans.
Yeah.
She's apparently nursing.
Yeah.
And she's got some range to her weapons.
Wow.
There's many 6 feet, I think, is the range to her weapons. She said, "Thank you, Opie. Thank
Very
you."
good.
Yes.
All right, Steve, she could come in if we find a guy that wants to
receive weaponry.
Yes.
Take a shot.
Yes.
In short, O'Reilly was absolutely correct, basically.
Yeah, Bill O'Reilly. We apologize. You're right.
I'm sure I could find one in about 3 seconds out here.
Steve, are they luscious?
Are they luscious?
Opie, stop being an artist now, saying luscious boobs.
They're definitely large.
That's my code word for artistry.
And she's written a big wow on her bosoms.
There you go.
Yeah, invite her in with one of the listeners.
One listener that will take a hit.
All right. I will do that. We will have her and a willing participant.
Maybe Psychic Ricky. Psychic Ricky, you want to receive some...
You want to be christened by a woman's...
Would you like milk that hasn't been in a dumpster first?
I'll try everything once.
All right, Steve, we don't need to bring a listener in. We're going to have Ricky receive.
Fantastic. Incidentally, you've got some guys out on the street here.
Anybody know CPR?
All right, guy. Okay.
Remember the guy in the Devo outfit that was here with the bullhorn last time?
Yeah.
All right, he's back, and he's got his bullhorn. He's in the middle of Boylston firing off the bullhorn siren at oncoming traffic.
Oh, yeah, we hear it in the background. So.
Okay.
All right, Steve, invite all those people in.
Absolutely.
This is for the trip to L.A., the craziest, wildest, stupidest, most unusual thing you can bring down to WBCN. We'll get the trip to L.A. for MTV Icon with Aerosmith, all right?
Absolutely.
Right. And we're at 1265 Boylston Street. As we get Steve in the studio with these freaks, let's go to Jim Breuer, our buddy, our pal.
Hey, Brewer's on the phone.
He's giving us a call. Jimmy!
Man, I'm missing a party.
No.
Yeah. A lot of fun, you
I feel like that dick that calls out like, "Hey, man, sorry." Dude, no, it's cool. Yeah, take your shirt off.
Yeah, whenever you call a party that's going on and you're not at it, it kind of feels like you're like, you're missing something.
Capital Gay. Norton's going to destroy.
Yes, he is. Hell yeah.
I hope so, man. Thank you.
You're going to
You know.
You always want to hope, though. You never take it for granted. You just think, all right, I hope it goes good. Because you can always
have no clue.
You can't afford to look ridiculous.
I'm taking acting lessons, dancing lessons, Jim. Dune.
So what's up,
Dune?
She was the greatest piece of ass I ever had, and I've had them all over the world.
Why didn't you tell me you were with Breuer, Tom? Well,
what's up, Breuer?
What's up, faggots?
We're hanging, having a good time.
Yeah. Hanging outside?
Hey, you want to get a thing?
What?
Ricky, get up. You know Jim Breuer from SNL fame?
Yeah.
Yeah? He doesn't seem too excited. He might not be a fan of yours, Jim.
It's all right, man.
Ricky is we think he's homeless and drunk, but he's neither of those two.
No, neither of those. How you doing, Jim?
Hey, what's up, Ricky? How's your hammer?
My hammer's all right. How's your thumb?
It's doing all right, Chief.
Okay. So what would you like to know about
Well,
yourself?
you know, they just tell Breuer something that you're feeling that you feel is his future or something he should know.
Well, Breuer, I see that you had a little bit of a accident the other day, a slight accident, nothing serious. But
that could be anything between crapping and playing my yo-yo.
Yeah, play with your yo-yo or crapping at the same time. That's what I'm talking about, you know? But anyway, aside from that, you won't go blind. Don't worry about it. But I'll tell you one thing. You'll see any money in the future? I don't know. How long you been pimping for?
Give him a goddamn reading.
All right, Anthony. All right. Yeah. No, I do see actually a little bit of money in the future coming to you because you do have some a check that somebody owes you, and you've been working on it for a long time.
It's a real stretch in the entertainment business, sir.
No, you actually do have a check from somebody who has not paid you yet.
It's that goddamn Baldwin guy.
Huh?
His partner in radio.
No, you do have some money coming into your future.
Yeah.
I see about $1,400, $1,500 anyway.
Oh, wow, nice. I buy some Mexican hooters with that.
Hey, by the way, Opie, I suggest you play the jackpot tonight. It's worth over $2 million in Massachusetts here.
Oh, he's saying maybe you should play it and you'll win. Wow, now you got it.
Get me a ticket.
You have to.
I'm going to hit myself if I don't.
You too, Anthony.
Up to 132? That's nice.
Thanks. Now I have to play.
And by the way, if you keep playing with your yo-yo, as long as you close your eyes, you won't go blind. But if you open your eyes, something's liable to happen, you know?
All right. Thank you, Ricky the Psychic. Ricky the Boston Psychic.
His readings are getting a little less accurate as he goes on.
He nailed it.
He nailed it with Brian Regan earlier. It's kind of scary.
You don't come to the studio and give Jim Breuer a reading like that. You goddamn homeless people really make me laugh.
Hey, Breuer, I don't care how many Dago, Guinea, what streetball goombas come out of the woodwork.
Hey, Breuer, I hear we got a world premiere from you today.
Is it funny?
I don't know. We haven't even heard. I saw you do it, so I'm assuming it's just as funny as when I saw it live.
Uh-oh.
It's the Jim Breuer.
Wow, great setup, Opie.
Yeah. No.
Uh-oh. This is great now.
No, this is the card I got in front of me. Jim Breuer, AC/DC, Hokey Pokey, Comedy Central Special, Jim Breuer, Hardcore Day. Rick, what the F is all this?
What is it?
No, because explain what it is.
Get on the mic there, Rick. Watch your headphones.
All right, basically what we're going to premiere is the Jim Breuer AC/DC Hokey Pokey song.
Uh-oh.
And Brewer's big Comedy Central special, Jim Breuer Hardcore, debuts Sunday, April the 21st at 10 p.m., and he's got a DVD out coming out this summer.
Oh, that's where that $1,400. That's where the $1,400 is coming from. Comedy Central.
That's my $1,400. But the thing is, he's off. I'm never going to see it from them.
Yeah, he's right about that.
Yeah, you got that right. So, wow. So you didn't even hear it? So I don't even know if it's good. Well, so this sucks. I'm dead.
No, we're going to play it now. What the hell?
Uh-oh. I'll hold my breath.
Jim Breuer, you are our 520-bit today. Congratulations.
What happened to 420?
All right, Breuer, we got to say goodbye to you because we got to...
Safe, Norton. Have a great show. Tell Regan I said hello.
Thanks, Jim. I'll see you soon, man.
Thank you guys later.
All right, cool. And we'll check this out from Breuer. We'll take a break.
Yes.
And then more freaks inside the studio. All right?
Right. And the most fun band I've ever seen is AC/DC. But the best is Brian Johnson. He comes out. They can take any song. They all sound the same. It's always the same concert. But it rocks. They can take the Hokey Pokey and tear it up. They gotta come out like... Put your left foot in! Put your left foot out! Put your left foot in! Can you shake it?
bringing in for dick jokes. Don't come here for the news.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
I like it when the show's dirty.
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. I should have been cranking this on the way up to Boston last night, but instead, Copacabana.
Actually, I did have this cranking right when I hit 95, and that is the road and the speed that I was doing at the time. 95, you cannot drive slow when Disturbed is cranking in your car.
We are live in Boston, hanging with Jim Norton. He's doing a show tonight at Avalon.
We can't smile without Norton. Can't smile with...
I just talked to stupid Keith Robinson who's doing the show with me, and he's stuck on the Mass Pike in traffic.
See?
Because you're never going to hit really... This is weird. It's 5:45 on a Friday. You retard. I told you to drive earlier.
Go rush
I hope
hour.
you have to take a dump, too.
How far away is he, you think?
I don't know. I just hope he's really fighting a dump right now.
He's on the Pike, though?
Oh, yeah, he'll be here, but it's just...
Keith is hilarious.
He is, but he's just dumb.
It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. We also have that trip to L.A. to give away to the person that brings down the strangest, wildest, craziest, most unusual thing to the WBCN studios, 1265 Boylston Street. And
so far, Spleen guy.
Yeah, Spleen guy's just sitting there. He's like, no one's beating me. He's just waiting for his plane tickets to L.A. to see MTV Icon with Aerosmith.
Norton, would you say he looks cocksure?
Yeah.
As far as winning this prize goes?
Look at him relaxed, sitting there spleenless with his little feet not even hitting the floor.
And we got a whole new bunch of freaks ready to come into the studio.
Oh, yeah.
To try to take Spleen guy out. I just don't see it happening today.
Steve C. has put aside everything he believes in and gone outside to take these people in.
Also, Anthony,
he hates this.
No ladies have shown up to do the Arafat thing.
Yeah, we've had no ladies come into the studio today. We wanted the ladies to dress up their patch like Yasser Arafat. It's not hard to do. You pretty much just got to pull your pants down.
Hell, we knew we were reaching.
He looks like a big smack.
We knew we were reaching, but we figured it was worth a shot.
One girl, she don't even have to do anything. His face looks like one.
Exactly. And Steve.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to eat the Spleen today?
We had several volunteers outside. I'm going to go pick one right now.
Oh, my God. We do have a microwave in here?
Wait, Steve, that's
called...
microwave?
Okay, because we got to nuke the crap out of this thing.
That's called the showstopper, so...
All right, there were plenty of people offering. I just wanted to make sure you guys wanted to go ahead with it.
Yeah, of course.
We must nuke every bit of disease out of this Spleen. What?
Got one.
That guy will do it?
Wow. This gentleman with the titanium thumb will do the honor.
That's the thumb?
Cool. Oh, my God.
All right, let's meet the new freaks.
Look at my thumb. Get to the chopper.
All right, who do we have? That's you, bro.
See you, man. Yeah.
I have toes as thumbs.
Look at those chubby little things.
Oh, my God. They're not that...
Let's see. Bring that over. Okay, I see that. Now turn them sideways. Wow, how did that happen?
Genetic defect.
It's a genetic defect.
Runs in my family.
Those are indeed big toes.
It's actually not as weird as I thought it would be. It just looks like you got a huge mule.
They're definitely weird. They look like big toes.
Yeah, they look like toes. Well, get some pictures of those and
we'll put them up on the website.
Put them up on the web, top and bottom. You ever been printed?
Negative.
No? Yeah, that's got to be some treat.
Wearing gloves in the winter is always tough.
Yeah, they just don't fit.
Have you wear little booties on your hand, do you?
I have to, yes.
Yeah, just picture a thumb looking like a big toe. It's big and thick and
many
fat.
different things. It's pretty tough.
Do they have your first pair of gloves bronzed and on the mantle?
Yes.
Show Rick, get the bottom. Yeah, do like a thumbs up. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Toes up.
Wow.
Wow, that is a toe.
2 toes on his hands.
All right. Well, those are good.
And unlike some of the contestants here, I have to live with these.
Well, if you cut one off and swallow it, I think you can beat out Spleen guy.
Look at him, called Spleen guy right out, man.
Yeah, I know. Now they're talking smack.
That spleen with my mouth.
What's the name of the birth? What's the name of the birth defect? Is it trampled by horse during second trimester?
No comment.
Oh,
Wow. You could punch him at any time, sir. We don't mind.
I heard there was
punched or kicked. Who knows?
He got a pretty good oriental spike.
Maybe you could punch out some of those dents in his head.
Why does it have to get personal?
I think there's a thalidomide baby outside with a fin going big whoop.
Right. Okay, let's move on to the next guy. That's impressive, though. Very nice.
Yeah.
Who's up next here?
Mike.
Mike, looking for the strangest thing you brought down at WBCN today. What do you have?
My thumb joint's made of titanium.
Okay.
I can revolve it all the way around.
It's a bad day for thumbs today, Did you always have them, or did you get them put in after you shot Gunnery Sergeant Hartman?
Yeah, he looks a little...
Private Pile.
Right.
Is Showell out in the barracks?
A jelly donut.
A titanium thumb, sir. Or freakish digits allowed in the barracks.
All right, let's...
Holy dog.
Let's see this thumb rotate.
Jesus H. Christ.
Okay, hold on. Let's get a look.
All right. Dude, he's spinning his thumb all the way around.
Wow.
That's not right.
Dude, why does it do that?
Because the joint is...
I used to break it all the time playing football and hockey. So one time it just broke all the way out. So they replaced it with titanium. And they took a tendon out of my arm, kind of tied it back on. So now my wrist cracks wicked loud.
Hey, could you...
Wait, shh. That's his wrist.
Can you grab it as close to the tip as possible and spin it around?
This is a great bar trick.
You got to grab it down there.
But I can dislocate it, too.
Oh, my God. Yes. This guy.
Look at it.
Look at it. Oh, my God.
Wow.
It looks like a normal thumb, but...
Is the titanium thing they put in, is it like a ball and socket? Is that why it can go around?
Yeah.
It's not like a hinge.
Does that hurt at all?
Yeah, it hurts a lot.
All right, have a beer.
Did you see that when he did it, his whole hand got so red?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's not meant to happen. You're not supposed to do that.
Turn it all...
You can feel it, too, if you want to feel it.
No, I won't feel it.
Everybody laughs and high fives.
We all dance.
I hear me.
Yeah, twist it around again there.
Oh, it's hurting him.
Steve, you getting that?
Oh, look, he's touching it.
Steve got it on video.
God.
You'll see this guy twist his thumb all the way around later tonight on FoundYourMusic.com.
Ricky grabbed it and was all grossed out. Ricky.
Oh, my God.
It's just generally really loose.
Yeah,
it's not attached well.
No. It's like a loose ball joint in your car when you're trying to, the wheels going. I understand. All right.
What do you guys?
That's pretty cool.
That is definitely cool. Does he beat Spleen guy, though, Ed?
Well, we'll have to, confer amongst each other and talk it out. And
I would say he's in the running.
Again, I have to live
somewhere
with it all day, and it's a wicked party, dude.
Have to live with it all day.
By the way, everyone we invite in the studio gets something. I hope you guys know that.
Oh, yeah.
I brought you a case of beer, too, but some of the people outside drank it.
That's all right. We share.
That's right.
We share with the listeners.
All right, who's next, Steve?
Trixie.
Yeah, this is the girl with the huge boobs.
Now, don't unpackage those at all until we instruct you to. I had a little run-in with a girl that was lactating on our show.
That's right.
Once.
I forgot about that.
And it was when we were up here.
Right.
And it was not pretty. I ran out of the studio. I do not enjoy this type of thing. There are guys that like this. It's almost a sexual thing for them.
No.
I'm not like that.
Really?
I'm not really a big fluid guy like that.
No?
I don't like the fluids.
Not like Norton, huh?
Norton, forget about it. Anything.
Fluid
Blood from the jugular mixed with man juice. He's making stew with it. He don't care.
She's from Jersey, right?
True.
All right, let's see what
Jersey
you got.
Girl. Go by Opie so he can see a little better. Go on that mic. Could you do that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go over there so you can just pull him out and right there. Go ahead, just in case.
She's got wow on her chest, and of course we're filming all this for FoundYourMusic.com.
Okay, there's about 30 people in this room.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna get to sing.
Sure. Why not? You can't be shy.
I'm definitely in the running for this LA trip.
In this day and age, you can't be shy. Well, you know something? We haven't seen anything yet, so we can't tell.
You
if
could just
you're
be
in the
a
running.
big breasted woman.
Yeah.
Okay, where do you want me to shoot it?
Well, We need a firing range.
Well, we got Ricky. Ricky's going to accept.
Well, not actually on my face.
All right, Ricky.
Ricky doesn't want it on the face?
You want it on your clothes? We can throw a little detergent on them and get two things done at once.
All right, we're going that way.
We have to go that way.
All right, are you going to be able to get this on film, Steve?
Yes.
All right. Okay, let's get her. She's now over there. Ricky. Well, let's not describe too much of what's going on.
Yeah, don't talk about anything like that.
Pretty much whatever you want to do. She's got big boobs, and we got Ricky, the Boston psychic. He's going to just receive something, Anthony, from 6 feet away.
Look at Joe, the engineer, just like change the trajectory because he's afraid you're going to short out the board.
I'm shooting it on the Daily News enough.
Right.
George Bush and what's that, Colin Powell?
Yeah.
All right.
Or the American flag.
No, don't hit the American flag.
Just hit friggin' Ricky. Just hit Ricky with it.
Okay, and what about this film camera?
Who cares?
Well, my
It's not a film camera, it's video.
All right, we won't have your face.
No, please don't put my face in it.
It's going to be a great picture, Bella.
All right, there she goes. Wow, those are big.
They're real, not implants.
All right,
Well,
that's
good
cool.
thing.
Wow, wait.
And she's,
I'll
Here
say.
comes one. All right, stay tuned.
All right, that is huge.
Look out.
Okay,
Look out.
she's,
Look out.
she's preparing the weapon, I guess you'd say. Oh my God. Well, wow. Did she hit the target?
Oh, that's 8 feet. That's 8 feet.
All right, slide in.
There,
Sit in.
Ricky.
All right, everyone. I think Awesome Garrett just took a shot.
Wait, let me try the other one.
Did you do that over a bathtub?
All right, she doesn't like. She's trying another weapon, Anthony. Did we lose Anthony?
I'm over here.
All right. Wow.
Just hit Ricky.
All right, Ricky has had enough. Rick is like, no mas, no mas. Okay, look.
Oh, my God.
All right, cap that thing. Oh, my.
He didn't like it. It was too much like a shower.
I gotta tell you, she doesn't follow that I do.
Thank you, Ricky, for that. Thank you.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Breastfeeding is very natural, and I encourage everyone who is with child to breastfeed.
Especially in public so we can whack our bags looking at us.
Exactly, Norton.
Well, do it until your kid is 19.
Always the lady.
Yeah, I didn't
Very
know.
natural.
I didn't know we were going to get a PSA out of
Well,
it.
PSA.
All right.
What's the matter? Did we say something bad about breastfeeding and Ken Stevens, our GM, had to get a PSA on the air about it?
PSA on the Opie and Anthony
Maybe
show?
that was it.
All right, that was impressive. Stalker Patty's on the line. She wants a reading from Ricky the Boston Psychic.
Okay, let me move back where I was, Opie.
Let's put Stalker Patty on the air here.
I had to make sure I was in an area that was outside of the realm of firing.
Patty,
Yes?
what's going on?
What?
Oh, my God. What are you calling from?
I'm calling from the subway. I just got off the train.
All right, where are you? What station are you at?
Hold on. Hold on, Ricky. Do you know Stalker Patty at all?
No, I'm not familiar with Stalker. Is she in New York or is she in Boston?
Stalker Patty's on our show all the time, Ricky. You say you're a big fan of the show.
Well, I'm a big fan of the show, but I can listen to it, but I work too, so.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well,
You got a reading for me?
What do you want to know about yourself?
Anything.
All right, I see your sex life is going down a little bit since the last time you were on the show.
Hold on, Ricky. It can't get any. Hold on. It can't get any lower, Ricky. She's a 46-year-old virgin.
Well, that's what I mean. But she's going to find the right guy tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight is the night for you, Stalker Patty. Yeah, tonight is the night.
I'm going to find this guy.
Yeah, they haven't caught that rapist.
He's in this. You got to turn around. You got to go to the bar
There's a
scene.
train going by. Let me wait till it stops.
Throw yourself in front of it. Jump, please. Jump, Patty. On the air live. Please let the train hit her. Please, someone push her.
No, Patty, you know what you do at a subway, Patty? Just show a little cleavage, you know? You might
another one you're wrong at. You don't have any. There's nothing.
I really don't have that big one.
I'd rather suck his toe thumbs.
Hey, over a handful is a waste anyway. We all know that, you know?
All right, Ricky. So what do you see?
No, but I see her doing pretty good in the future, but she see, right now she's just too aggressive. She just wants to try it too hard. Take it easy, relax. You know, and
Wow,
just...
he's got her completely wrong.
You would really, really go out there and make it, but you come on so strong on a man, so you turn him off.
What?
I mean, it's almost as strong as Viagra, you know?
Excuse me, wait a minute. The train's leaving. Wait
All right.
Then tell me.
Oh, my God.
Because I
Why
can't
did you
get
call...
off at the train.
Hey, stupid bitch. Why'd you call from a subway for a radio show?
Can you repeat that?
Hey, stupid. Hey, you stupid.
All right, can you hear me now?
Now I can
All right, let me tell you.
Hold on, Patty. Why are you calling from a subway?
Why would you call from a subway knowing that you're calling a radio show
knowing that
and there's trains
going by every 30 seconds?
Available phone. I don't have a cell phone, so I can only use
Patty, you haven't been flashing at people in the subway, have you?
No.
Are you sure that's why you're not calling from the subway? You just open up and show little cleavers, little boobies or something?
Got that.
You know, I mean, what the hell? That's a good way to get a man too for you. But I mean,
Women that have had double mastectomies have more than her. Please.
But Patty, I do see.
Supplemental source of income during my 6 weeks recovering with my second foot when I go to surgery.
Yes, you will. You will. Everything's going to work out fine with you. But you got to keep away from them subways. And don't drop your drawers in the subway no more now. You got to call from your own home. That nose was you. We know that nose was you taking a whiz. It wasn't the train at all.
Clue what she's all about.
Yeah, that's all right.
I love you though, baby. Hey, thank you for calling 104.1.
I think we have a love connection between these two.
Yeah.
Imagine these two together. Hey, this is great. Why don't you suck my... Okay, you seem like a nice... What?
Patty, we're done with you.
Your future looks bright. Please. You're done. Your future sucks. Just like your past. Your life is over. Jump in front of one of those trains.
No, don't be so mean.
All right, Patty. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, wait, Patty?
Are you kidding? You didn't get Patty?
Who knows?
What happened there?
All right.
It's embarrassing.
We're going to go outside, see if anybody else has anything crazy that they brought down here today. This guy says he lives right down street from Ricky and Quincy. Let's put Rick on the line from the national line. Is this Rick? Can we give him a reading? All right, here we go. Hey, Rick.
Yeah.
What's up, bro? What do you know about Ricky?
Hey, how you doing, baby?
His real name is Tony.
Your real name is Tony?
Yeah, you're
Who's
a cane
Tony?
collector in House Neck in Quincy, Massachusetts.
And who's this?
You know who this is.
Wait, he's a what?
I'm a what?
He collects cans. On the
I
corner.
collect cans?
He's a pervert.
Oh, I'm a pervert. And what do you do with your hands? What do you do with your hands down your pants now?
Hey, Tony, you live in House Neck, right?
Huh?
You live in House Neck, Tony?
I live in Quincy.
That's right. You're a pervert.
How do you know he's a pervert?
After all, last night he
talks about little boys and stuff.
Oh, well, now how would you know that?
You got arrested for it. You used to ask me if I want to watch porn on your
Thank you very much, Father Porter, for calling in. I really appreciate the phone call.
You don't appreciate this phone call.
Of course I appreciate any pervert that will call in. By the way, did you finally get that anal retraction from your buttocks?
What the hell is he talking about?
Ricky, are you...
That's all I want to say.
All right, Ricky.
All right, thank you for the compliments, Ricky. Go jump under a bus.
Are you Ricky, are you a pervert or what?
I'm not a pervert.
All right. No, thank you, Rick. We can hang up on Rick.
Am I a pervert? I love women. That's all, baby. 18 or older.
Ricky, he said that your real name is Tony. Is your name Tony?
And you collect cans and you like little boys.
I don't collect cans and I hate little boys.
Is your real name Tony?
No.
No, okay.
Can we see your driver's license?
No, I don't have it with me. I'll give you I'll show you my ID later.
All right. You know what you should do a reading of? The side of a Crest tube.
All right.
But thank you very much for that complimentary phone call. I have to remember that one.
Complimentary.
With that, we're going to go back on the sidewalk and see what else has arrived at the studios.
Great.
For our contest for the trip to
More
LA.
great people out there.
And also, Moon Juice McQueen up next, right?
All right. It's Chris Jericho. Stop it.
All right,
don't even encourage him.
there.
Hi, we're here. We're here under your skin, us two a-holes. Hello.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony Show, 102.7 WNEW.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Boy, got to play a little Aerosmith, Anthony.
Oh, for our little contest.
We got a trip to see MTV Icon in L.A. featuring Aerosmith, looking for the wildest, the craziest, the strangest thing you can bring down to the WBCN studios here in Boston as we broadcast live, 1265 Boylston Street. Less than an hour to go in the contest. In the lead, it has been determined that Spleen guy still leads the contest.
Spleen guy in the lead.
He brought his own spleen down here in a bucket.
Lactating woman, not happy with that. We were having a little conversation with lactating woman.
From Jersey, 38 double Ds, yes.
During the commercial break. And if you could get the mic over to our Stinky. Oh, you could stay seated. 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 Stay seated. None on us.
Don't get too nervous, Anthony.
No, that's okay. We were having a conversation, Opie. She is such an advocate for breastfeeding. It is ridiculous. How many children do you have?
I have 3 children.
3 children, all breastfed.
They are.
What is the youngest child you have right now?
He's 3.
3 years old.
Okay.
She is still completely full, completely lactating.
That's correct.
And you are still breastfeeding your 3-year-old.
I am.
Now,
I wish I had a mom like you, man.
Don't you think that, look at Opie's digging it. I'm like, wait, I'm just thinking of the child. Don't you think that's a little long?
It's hot. It really is, man.
It's a mom, though.
It's hot. I don't give a
Oh, my God.
Do you have a conversation with the kid while you're doing this? Because he's talking,
other side,
obviously.
Mama. He'll say, can I get the other side? Actually.
Oh, my God. Holy Jesus Palomino. Other side, Mom. Mom, look, I got to get back to college. Other side.
Hurry up. I'm waiting
around,
Mom.
Actually, the worldwide average, according to La Lichi, is 4.2 years.
Yeah, but you know what the average comes from? There are some people in some countries that breastfeed until they're 16 goddamn years old because there ain't nothing else around to eat.
Yeah, helping out the average.
So that average kind of pushes it up. In the civilized nations...
In a civilized nation where the mother gets to cut the kid off, we do shut it off before 4.2 years.
No. The average kid is cut off before the age of 1.
Right. That's usually...
In the United States, that's
right. You get done with it, you breastfeed him, you're done, it's the solid food, and then, you don't have to worry about it. What makes you think this is good? No, I don't know. What makes you
might
think?
be teaching us something.
And what
today.
have you heard that makes this better to have a child? Now, your oldest is 10, right?
That's correct.
And he breastfed
His name
till...
is Rocco.
Hey, come on, get those cans over here.
Other side, Mom.
Other side, Mom. Look at me, I'm hungry.
Hurry up, I'm late for my radio show.
Hey, Dave, why don't you take the right one? I'll take the left. Come on, Dave.
Actually,
Hey, Maddie, grab the snack.
Actually, I did tandem breastfeed, which means 2 babies are breastfeeding.
It's like juggling plates.
I have had 2 babies.
2 at once?
Yes, I have.
Now, how long? You have 3 children. One's 10.
Yes.
One is
8. So
and the other one is 3.
Yes.
Is the 8-year-old still breastfeeding?
He is. She is not.
She is not.
Of course not.
When did she stop?
She stopped. She was born in September, and she was stopped by her 4th year of that Christmas. So it was probably about 4.3 months.
All right, 4.25 years.
Yes.
And your oldest breastfed until how old?
He's October baby, and he quit around Christmas too. So I'd say about 4.2 years.
He quit. He went on the patch though for a while, Opie. He couldn't quit cold booby. He had to go for the patch.
Huh?
I don't know who this intern is, but she had a good question about the teeth. Yes, it does hurt, but when the child, and my first son developed teeth about 5 months, and you basically tell the kid no. I mean, when you get bitten for the first time, the kid knows it hurts.
Hey, tell me about it.
They know what side the bread is buttered on. So.
What about when they're smoking a cigarette? Does it burn when they leave the cigarette in their mouth? And no?
It
Nothing like that?
It's good for mothers who don't vaccinate.
You want to mix it with Kahlua?
Hey, Mom, you don't find this...
when you're 18.
You don't find this weird that you're having a conversation with the kid as they're doing this?
No, because I'm very natural. I'm homeopathic. I take the natural route as far as child weaning, child breastfeeding, child rearing.
says what? What is the timeline on this homeopathic route?
Oh, homeopathy is for everyone at any age. But
and where's that homosexual Jim Norton? Getting ready for a show at Avalon, isn't he?
I do think it's something that actually women. It's not said for preventative breast cancer measures. Breastfeeding does help women physically also.
Really?
It shrinks the uterus back to size.
Wait, what the hell is this? You guys get dropped by 2 affiliates and picked up by Lifetime? What the hell is this?
Lifetime. And now Marky Post in a Lifetime exclusive movie.
Angelian. The Angelian story.
You know what?
So it's good for mother and baby.
All right, but you got to walk us through this. The kid comes walking up to you at 4 years old and
Mama, I want Ninny.
Ninny, that's what my word for it. When I'm in bed, I'm like, yeah, give me some of that ninny.
It must be the Italian.
I want a ninny F you.
Does he get naked? Does he get naked too, or
what's that?
Does he get naked too, just so everyone feels comfortable?
No, it's not a sexual thing. Actually,
but have you noticed at any point any of the male children getting excited at this breastfeeding?
I don't know much about sexuality with puberty, but I know boys who don't have hair usually don't.
I remember popping them back when I was, a real little kid.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, it's
you
more...
sit there all of a sudden, you're like, hey, what do you do with this?
Actually, babies who breastfeed, they suck to eat. So for instance, I get a lot of questions like, well, doesn't it turn you on? Usually
they'll dump out of it. That's okay. We got plenty of delay. You don't have to worry about it.
Hold on. Yeah, just it's cool. Just speaking code, because this is too good. We got to get all this.
Now, are you talking about when you're with a man and having some kind of relationship? When he does that act that your child usually does, how does that affect?
I am aroused.
But when your child is there, you're thinking it more as just a feeding thing.
It is not arousal at all. It's basically work.
What else do they eat?
Oh, macaroni, you name it.
So there's plenty. So now what I'm saying is they're getting nutrition from eating because they're of an age now where they eat everything.
Yes, but
so why do you still include? You give a little squirt into their Pepsi or something and stir it around.
Actually, like I said, they know what side the bread is buttered on. Breast milk is more than sperm. Contains 100% protein.
Nah, they'll dump out of that.
I don't think they will.
Well, it's just fat.
They better not.
Idiot will.
Clinical.
But it's got more protein than male product, let's just say, which I sure hope you never thought of feeding your kids that.
Right.
So they breastfeed, they get a lot of protein, they get all these nutrients that can't be found anywhere else.
That's right. In fact...
and they also get a complex that will never go away.
Actually,
even Paxil will not quell the mental problems a child will have. Did you ever think of that? On paper, it sounds great about the nutrition and vitamins and blah, blah, blah. But did you ever think of the mental aspect of having a recollection? Because I have no recollection of breastfeeding off of my mom.
No clue.
I know she did it for some time, and then I went to food, but I don't have a mental picture.
If you're 4, you're going to remember.
If I had a mental picture of me on my mom, I'd be in a friggin' institution.
I remember...
I don't need that.
I remember getting ready for kindergarten, so you would remember.
Right. I'm going to walk into Sal, her husband, and go, Sal, right? Nice, huh?
Actually...
Right? You know that little part of it when you're... Nice. Right, Sal? Nice. No.
Hold on. I don't think...
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. But what you're saying is it's kind of a thing where it's directly down the throat. We won't even go there.
No,
let's not even go there.
It has something to do with an esophagus. Who are interested, all these facts can be found in The Womanly Art of Breastfeeding, which is a book.
Written by Brian Regan, famed writer of 2002 Dalmatians.
It's written by the La Leche International Group, who are the experts.
Susan Lucci? What?
All right. Well, that's fascinating. That's a very interesting story there.
I'm fascinated. I cannot wait someday to have your kids on the air to go...
Breastfed children are usually... self-assured and very confident
Really?
in their psychological disposition, yes.
Well, how about that, Opie? Well, Godspeed. Congrats there.
Thank you very much.
Take
I hope
a little
I win the contest, guys, because I'm really rare.
Tastes
Not
good on
many
Fruit Loops?
mothers
Nothing?
will get those 38Ds who are real, no implant and breast.
Hold on. You know what?
But you're leaking like a 52 Chevy.
No, I squirt it. My milk is regulated.
Sitting there, you leave a stain in the driveway.
Stop leaking after 3 months after the baby established a milk supply.
Anthony. All right. Let's get the mic away from... well,
thank you. You've enlightened us.
She would have won the contest if she brought the kid in today.
Oh, to do it?
To watch a 4-year-old do that would have won the contest, by the way. Just want to let you know.
Oh, for Christ's sake, send me an asbestos postcard when you get to hell. What is wrong with you?
How about we have the Spleen breastfeed? Can we do that?
I was just going to say, take a little Spleen with you for the trip home, do a little bait and switch when you get back to the house.
Hey, children raised on Spleen meat are more intelligent.
Yeah, we got to get a
more
guy,
confident.
Get a guy to eat the Spleen. That's the showstopper. But right now, we got to say hi to Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho, what's up, man?
Chris Jericho calling the Opie and Anthony show today.
From the WWF. Chris Jericho, what's up, man?
Chris, hold on. Chris is coming. Hold on.
All right. Yeah. Let's get Chris Jericho.
See, even his people call him Chris Jericho.
No, that was probably Chris
This
going.
is Chris's assistant.
Shut up. It is not.
Hold on.
It's Chris Jericho. Don't be a tool.
Assistant Moon Goose Jr.
Mule Juice Jr.?
All right. Where's Jericho?
Where's Jericho, man?
Moon Goose Jr., you're called...
It's Jericho, man.
Jericho.
Moon Goose Jr. Could be Moon Goose Sr.
Would you knock it off?
Hello?
Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
Chris Jericho.
Moon Goose
What's up,
McQueen here from Fozzy, the most influential and charismatic frontman of all time of Fozzy.
Chris Jericho.
Yo, Chris Jericho, man.
Chris Jericho's a good friend of mine. Chris Jericho's a really good friend of mine. He's actually, he's really into Fozzy. He's really
You're
into
Chris
the band.
Jericho. I am not going to entertain this for a second. You are Chris effing Jericho with the WWF.
This is the same thing we went through the last time when we were in the studio
when you,
with
Chris
Dice
Jericho,
Clay.
were in studio with us, and we said, "Hey, Chris Jericho,
make it easy on us today, Chris Jericho."
So you guys were trying to get me to admit I was Chris Jericho, but you couldn't crack me because I'm Moon Goose McQueen.
Chris,
I'm a
you're
legendary, influential frontman from the greatest metal band of all time, Fozzy.
Chris, I understand you're playing with the band Fozzy. Chris Jericho heads the band Fozzy.
Chris Jericho.
Now, I understand that. It's all well and fine, but I'm not going to buy into this whole Mule Juice McQueen thing.
Chris Jericho, who just lost his title to Triple H.
Right.
See, the thing is,
man?
Like I said, a lot of people would say that Chris Jericho and Moon Goose McQueen are the same people. We both entertain. The fans are both legendary. And
Chris, you know the story.
There was a challenge that you couldn't crack me.
Chris, we know the story, Chris.
You couldn't crack Moon, that you wanted to crack Moon Goose McQueen. You can't crack you can't crack the Queener, baby.
I understand.
Is it true that you can't crack the Queener from the Foz?
Aren't we going to have Nigel Tufnell on the air saying he's in wrestling Opie from Spinal Tap?
We actually played with Nigel Tufnell. We actually tried out for Fozzy back in '87.
Hey, Manjus McQueer, listen.
Were you guys in Boston or something like that right now?
We travel. We're a traveling menstrual show.
That's right.
We understand that. Fozzy
We're doing vaudeville now. Vaudeville.
We're a vaudeville show.
Traveling vaudeville.
Chris
It's too bad you guys weren't in New York City because you could come down to the WWF World tonight and come check out Fozzy and see for yourself.
What a coincidence. You're going to be playing down there.
The band.
So you mean people could get Chris Jericho's autograph tonight at the WWF
He's going to be there, yes. People can come down to the World tonight and get Chris Jericho's autograph.
Chris, what happened against
his house? We might actually have him come on stage.
Chris, what happened against the game? Chris, what happened against the game? Why didn't you win, man?
Well, I guess talking with Chris, it was always a conspiracy. It was a conspiracy against Chris Jericho from the WWF.
You suck so bad. The game ate you up. You looked stupid, Chris.
Well, you should get. You should get Chris on the show and ask him that. You should ask him that. But I guess you got to give the guy some credit. He did headline WrestleMania 18, so that's a pretty good
headline.
Similar to how Moon Goose McQueen and Fozzy are headlining tonight at the WWF World.
You're a tool.
I am the king of shameless plugs. You can't crack me, and you can't not
Chris Jericho lost to Triple H, Anthony.
Yeah.
And Stephanie broke up with him.
I know. He lost all around.
You must feel like a real loser, Chris Jericho.
Yeah, what does that feel like?
I'm sure Chris Jericho does feel like a loser. He's probably around here somewhere. You should call back and get him on the show. I would feel like a loser, too, if I was him. But that's why, thank God, I'm a larger-than-life living legend rock star.
He's not giving it up, man.
You can't crack me, guys. You can't crack
I
me.
know.
You can't do it.
I'll tell you this. If we were talking to Chris Jericho, we'd be talking to him for at least another 10 minutes. But,
I know. Mule Juice queer. We just we'll sit here for a minute or two and entertain
a couple
his
minutes.
plugs.
Moongoose obviously doesn't have the same ratings impact that Chris Jericho would. I mean, I understand that. I understand
Chris Jericho, he got a little more pull.
Chris Jericho actually will be at the World tonight with Fozzy.
With
it's
Fozzy.
New York in downtown New York City.
Singing,
at Times
right?
Square.
Of course, he's fronting the band.
He will be there.
It's you. It's you, Chris
He's
Jericho.
a huge fan of Fozzy. And like I said, a lot of people say that Jericho and Moongoose McQueen have a lot of similar qualities.
Hey, Mule Juice, did Chris Jericho ever go around, did you ever go around with that, with that man juice?
It's your radio show. Spit it out.
With that man juice fountain on his head? Like Chris Jericho did. Remember when Chris Jericho walked around and it looked like he was a big schlong walking around with it spewing out of the top of his head?
That's not even funny. That was actually quite a fashionable hairdo that Jericho was sporting. It was all the rage on the runways of France.
Mule Juice, scumbag, did you actually have that same spewing thing out of the top of your head?
I liked it when it was on Pebbles.
Chris Jericho wears
Pebbles
a wig,
Flintstone. It looked great on Pebbles Flintstone.
That's all. Pebbles Flintstone, exactly. You're actually sporting kind of the Marvin the Martian hairdo from what I remember. It was kind of like a messy bedhead type thing, but then again, you're on radio, so it doesn't matter.
All right. Oh, what's the matter? I'm just goofing on Chris Jericho.
Well, I'm not cutting you down, dude. I'm not cutting you down. I just want your listeners at home to hear what kind of hairstyles you guys have.
What are you, homo? Are you and Chris Jericho homo? Is that what it is?
He could be. He could be. He's married.
Have you, Mule Juice? Hey, Mule Juice, have you ever touched Chris Jericho's schlong?
Damn it.
Have you ever touched Chris Jericho's schlong?
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That is the dumbest question I've ever heard.
The dumbest thing is Chris Jericho, the wrestler, trying to come off as a lead singer in a band.
Anthony, I mean, it's the same type of question. Come on, guys. We're all intelligent men here having a nice conversation. You're throwing it.
Wait a minute.
All right, Chris
Jericho. Over each other here. This is just chaotic.
Chris Jericho, where is Fozzy going to be tonight with Chris Jericho?
It's a coincidence that you asked that because they're going to be at the World tonight, WNEW New York in downtown Times Square. Fozzy's going to be there. Moongoose McQueen, Chris Jericho will be there. The whole gang's going to be there. It's going to be a rock and roll extravaganza. I wish you guys were in town. I would personally invite you down, put you in the best seats in the house on the side of the stage, and you can see for yourself the majesty of Fozzy and the majesty of Moongoose McQueen.
Absolutely.
All right,
the greatest rock and roll band of all time.
Thank you, Chris Jericho.
Well, I'll tell him you said thanks. This is Moongoose McQueen. It's Fozzy appearing tonight at the New York. You can't crack me, fellas. You can't crack me up.
Just hang up. Sing him tonight at the World.
All right. Chris Jericho, everyone.
He will not stop that.
That old gag.
I know. I'm Mule Juice, Man Juice.
All right, I think it's last call for stuff. Should we go outside and see if they have anything else, Steve, real fast?
See what else they got.
All right.
Spleen guy. I mean,
Steve, go
it's
fast.
looking good for you,
We're
man.
We're going right to you right now. We're not going to commercial.
It's looking good for the Spleen guy. You psyched? You like Aerosmith? Well, you know something? You have been more educational
boob girl,
than anything else.
Very pissed off.
You're very educational. You've taught us about breastfeeding and how you could breastfeed well into the 60s and 70s. And we appreciate that.
Yeah, you got a quick prediction.
But, wait a minute. Get Ricky the mic. He has a prediction.
Ricky the Boston.
This is just coming in. We have to hear this. Fresh off the presses. Yes, Ricky, what is your prediction?
Ricky, keep it clean, all right?
Oh, yeah, I definitely keep it clean. I keep it the same way this show has always run.
All right.
Okay. Nice and clean. I just want to say for the prediction, by the way, first of all, I really think tonight that you're going to meet a girl. You're really going to go with a sack with her, go real heavy at it there, Opie. And Opie.
Good night. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
I really mean that.
All right,
and
great.
now we are going to go outside of WBCN.
We're going to have some company tonight.
Wow, and he said you were going to go out and get drunk?
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, how are we doing outside there, guys? You got anybody more?
Wait, is it your show, Ricky? Might as well be.
Ricky could host his own show.
Hey, Richie, give us a prediction on the boob girl.
Put him on middays.
Oh, the boob girl? She's going to be very, very
Not you.
But you have to have twins. You have to have twins, one for each chest, honey. Oh, my God, I don't need Viagra anymore tonight.
All right.
I'm all set for the night. She's better than my 47-year-old girlfriend.
Hey, if you let him do what the 4-year-old does, you might be in the running.
Oh, my God.
Now we got a game.
Deal.
She says deal.
She goes deal.
Hey, by the way, what is your next paycheck coming from WNEW?
Hold on, Ricky,
can we approach you with something?
Oh my God.
Well, wait a minute. What am I going to get approached with now?
Ricky is 51. He collects cans. We're hearing, and he's a pervert.
Oh, that's that's my girlfriend.
And every time we say the word pervert, he gets very excited.
Ricky,
really weird.
Here's our proposition to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
This lovely lady wants to win a trip to California to see Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Spleen guy right now is well in the lead, and it doesn't look good for her.
Right.
She could really, really kick it up a notch and be in the running if you would take one of those and feed yourself.
No way. No.
Why not?
Ricky doesn't want to do it.
No. I got a girlfriend. She'll be a little bit upset.
Stop it. You do not.
But she said it's not.
I certainly do.
Hold on. But the boob lady said it's not sexual.
I know.
Right. No, not right.
No, I got to go home and get my teeth. Then maybe I'll think about.
Why bother? Yeah, with things in the mouth like teeth or.
Because I got to go home and get my teeth first.
You don't keep your teeth around with you?
I carried them in my pocket one day. I lost them, so I never took them.
I carried it around in my back pocket. I bit myself in the ass.
And the only ass I ever get is I put my backhand in my pocket, you know?
Well, sure. Your backhand in your pocket.
All right, I'm just trying to get a handle.
I got to tell you something.
Yes.
You are going to go a long ways.
That's right.
But you got to keep out of the men's room.
Oh, well, see, there you go. Well, you know.
Ricky, I didn't come about ready for the man out in the street, are we?
All right, Ricky the pervert. Let's
get
go.
a little segue.
Hey, Ricky, let's hear that psycho laugh again. All right. Steve.
Yeah. Hey, fellas.
Hey, Steve.
This is last call for strange stuff outside the station.
Yeah. Well, it's getting a little thin out here. Standing outside of... Okay. All right. Shush. The monkeys are getting restless. They're cold and they're restless.
Stand these
Jesus.
All right, Steve, anything else outside?
Yeah, actually, you know something? There's a guy standing in front of me. What's your name?
John.
John, where are you from?
I'm from Nashua, New Hampshire.
From Nashua, New Hampshire. I saw this guy out here before. He has in his possession, he's holding in his right hand a human skull, a decaying human skull.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where'd you find that?
Well, legend has it that my friend was hiking down Utah at a reservation, and he almost kicked the skull as he's walking in the sand. And he has no idea where it came from, but we talked to some people, and we think it's about 200 years old.
200-year-old Indian skull.
Hold on. Hey, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
What friends dated this for him?
Who dated this skull for you?
My friend's father is a doctor.
Now, aren't you supposed to turn things like that into maybe the police, just in case it's some family member that hasn't been recovered to do DNA testing?
Instead, he's smoking dope out of it.
Dental records? Yeah, dude, I got a skull. Maybe some family is eagerly awaiting the demise of a loved one.
Did it ever occur to you to actually turn this into the authorities?
No comment.
Okay.
Could be some murder evidence.
Security.
It looks. There is a bullet-sized hole in the base of this skull. I do have to comment.
New Hampshire
representing.
Let's bring.
Live free or die. 603 representing.
Let's bring Skull Guy in, Steve.
All right.
We're going to take a break. We're going to have someone eat Spleen Guy Spleen.
Oh, God.
And then we'll figure out who wins the trip to L.A. All next on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Great.
Stupid.
The award-winning Opie and Anthony Show.
This has got to be a joke, people.
WNEW, the Opie and Anthony Show, 102.7 WNEW.
All right, we got to get right to it. We only have like 10 minutes left here in Boston.
Yeah.
Then we'll be back in New York on Monday at 3. The Opie and Anthony Show. We got to give away the trip to L.A., but lots going on. Skull Guy has made it into the studio, Anthony.
With his skull, his human skull.
Yeah, look at this skull, Ant.
Well, go over there. Wow. Yeah, that's a skull, all right. Where's the hole?
The hatchet hole?
Well, why? Hatchet, you think?
Hole, maybe?
The bullet hole?
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a bullet.
Where's the rest of the body?
Yeah, that kind of looks like it could be a bullet.
I don't even know this guy's ID.
And you just think it's some kind of ancient skull? Instead of it being some guy that was murdered?
Yeah, the skull doesn't look too old. It's a good question. My friend was hiking in Utah, and he basically almost kicked it. It was buried in the sand. So he dug it up. He found this.
In Utah?
In Utah. And he decided not to go to the police or anything, just carry it back with him.
He brought that back with him in his baggage on a plane?
Yeah.
Back before the security.
I was
going to say,
pre-9/11. He might have driven,
Yeah, he drove it?
Yeah.
And I don't know, because there's teeth in there, and
there's about...
Are there fillings?
15 or 20 cavities in this thing.
Are there fillings or cavities?
I think this was before any of that, you know.
Oh, yeah, like you don't think that they had fillings? So it could be old then. All right.
All right,
and he brought other stuff in, too.
The other stuff is actually a lot more interesting, believe it or not. But the story goes, we found this house way up in New Hampshire that... we found out later this crazy millionaire lives in, or he lived in.
Opie, right? The crazy millionaire.
Yeah.
130 million.
This guy invented a bunch of stuff. And he had a 3-year psychotic episode where he retreated to this house in New Hampshire. It was all like this, this old shanty town house. Mm-hmm. And we walked in, found crap everywhere, like bones, and we found a...
Oh, I thought you meant crap like Stinky's bathtub.
Well, probably, yeah.
In the hotel.
Ricky's getting excited by looking at these weapons that are now in the studio. All right, Ricky, sit down.
Look at Ricky.
Ricky, the Boston pervert.
God. Whoa, that's pretty wild. So he had weapons all around,
well,
too.
He didn't just have weapons. He had 5 rooms filled with about 100... to 1,000 weapons.
Oh, I like that one. It's very Blackie Lawless.
Yes. All right, Rick is taking pictures for the website. Very unusual weapons.
That's a table saw blade.
I mean, he had everything
welded to a handle that you can then swing and hurt people with. Looks like weapons you'd see in Oz.
It's like in Thunderdome.
Yeah, Thunderdome weapons.
Look at that weapon.
Wow, this could really F you up bad. Holy jeez, the saw blade on a stick.
All right,
what is that one? That's like a spike on a hammer handle.
That was in Adebisi's bunk.
Oh, my God. This is, you know what this is? A ground-down butter knife. It's ground all the way down to the handle with just a little bit of the blade left, sharpened to razor sharpness, and then attached to a hammer handle where you could just, sink it into someone's skull.
American Psycho type.
Wow, this is creative.
Yeah. And what about the baseball bat with the doll head on it?
That's kind of weird.
We've named that Baby Head, and it's we actually use it to terrorize people in our car, but I don't know. We found that next to his bed.
It's a baseball bat, and he's ground down the tip so we can slide a baby doll's head on top of it. So you can beat someone with it, and the horrific thing is the last thing they'll see as they're going unconscious from being bludgeoned is that sick-looking baby doll head.
I'm starting to think that this guy owns the skull and these weapons. Anyone else getting that feeling here?
Wow, this is very gladiator.
I mean, that's nothing, but we found cat food cans filled with nails with a stick coming out of it.
All right.
Logs with nails.
Listen, we only got 3 minutes left in the show, unfortunately. We got to say hi to this guy real fast, too. And then we got to decide who won the trip to L.A.
Hey, what do you got, man?
Hey, what I got here is some schlong wine from Japan.
Schlong wine.
It's a medicinal type of wine.
Yeah.
We have in here water, wine, schlong of a dog, schlong of an orcus, schlong of a snake, and it's a medicinal wine.
And it's just floating in there.
And it's
now,
floating
hold
in here
that up.
in my private bar.
And let me see. Turn it around so I can see without the label.
And I also have snake wine back here.
Red Rocket.
There you go. Look, it's a shriveled schlong.
Oh, my God.
And then he has a bottle of wine with a whole snake in it.
A bottle of wine here with a entire full-size snake.
Ew, the guts are floating around.
Look
at the guts floating in it.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Now, why would you drink this?
I didn't drink it.
Why would anyone?
Because I have a great bar at my house. I actually collect scotches, but this just accented it, making.
Do you have some buddies that get drunk and go, dude, I'll do a shot of that, man?
It hasn't happened yet.
No?
Come real close, though.
Yeah, all right.
Real close.
And we got to cut him off, too. We have 2 minutes left in the show. unfortunately.
Wow. How quickly time went today.
Is the spleen going to be eaten or what? We have Spleen Guy who brought his own spleen in today.
You know, if we didn't have Mule Juice McQueer on there, we could have spent a little more time here.
With this segment.
Okay, look, Rick, too close. Get away. You don't know me well enough to know I don't even want to be near anything like that. There's cooked spleen in a paper plate. Rick, put this thing in the microwave. Now, describe what happened.
I don't think anyone at BCN will be heating up food anytime soon.
No, there was human spleen in there.
Well, not only was the spleen in there, it was popping like popcorn all over the
at the
side of the microwave.
At the 10-second mark, it exploded, and that's what we're left with.
All right, listen,
I can't even look at it.
We got a minute 30 left.
It's charred.
Where's the guy that wanted to eat the spleen?
Look how the juices ran out of it and
I know.
soaked the plate.
They're all pointing at the guy that could rotate his thumb completely around.
I have the drink you can wash it down with.
That's not real.
No, look, that is real.
That is real.
Yeah, and you're breastfeeding, so don't even think of eating it.
Yeah, we don't want to mess up your kids any more than they are.
Don't want to screw up that 16-year-old.
Right.
All right, look, why is that near me? Get that freaking stuff away. Why isn't it over there?
Dude, it's 4 feet away from you.
No, it's too close.
It's right there.
I don't like being near this.
Wait, a screw thumb.
Now I smell it.
All right, this is the showstopper. So Screw Thumb is going to actually take it.
Get a bucket, because I'm going to throw up.
All right, what's your name?
I got the bucket.
Why can't people just give me the respect I so need?
What's your name, bro? We're running out of show.
And now here's the other half of the paper plate.
Hold on. We got 30 seconds left. What's your name?
God, you guys suck.
Wait a minute, Uncle Santa.
What's your name?
Mike.
All right, Mike, where are you from?
Weymouth.
All right, Chachi from WBCN is going to give you some fine prizes if you could get that down.
If I just have to eat it?
This is cannibalism on the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh, my God. It is true cannibalism.
Yeah, it's
It's
a big piece of spleen.
Oh, my God, he just ate a spleen.
Just ate a piece of spleen.
He just ate human spleen. He ate human spleen.
The Opie and Anthony Show would like to thank Budweiser, the king of beers, Mike at the Pizzeria Uno's in Kenmore Square for providing lunch for the crew, and Danielle's Bakery in Brighton for the great Italian pastries. That's it, man. We got to get the hell out of here. Who won the trip? It's got to go to Spleen.
Well, we got to give it to Spleen Guy.
The guy who
brought his own spleen.
Brought his own spleen in a bucket. He's going to go check out MTV Icon featuring Aerosmith in L.A. Congratulations, Spleen Guy. And with that, we're off to Avalon and check out Jim Norton. We'll see you guys back in New York on Monday. Have a great weekend.